Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Piedmont, South Carolina. I know at home you smell football, and that means Canes football is back, and they'll be taking on number 14 from Georgia in the Jefferson High School Dragons and the number 1 linebacker in the country in Sammy Brown. And I'm joined at the top of the Federal's Founders Federal Credit Union booth with Keith Ausburn. And Keith, are you ready for some football?
Yes, I am. I'm coming in brand new, fresh. Kind of heard we did good on 7-on-7s, and not sure about the scrimmages and everything, but yeah, it's going to be my first look at the offense.
Yeah, and speaking of those scrimmages, we played Walhalla last week, where me and Billy got to take a little quick look at the Canes as Tyler Morgan started it off with a 90-yard kickoff return, and Bones has been big in the special teams already so far. And Keith, just how big is 22 going to be this year?
Man, it's his time to step up. Some shoes that we lost last year, or from last year, and anxious to see what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think that he will be able to fill those shoes of Trayvon West.
Can't get hurt for basketball.
Keith Evans says he can't get hurt for basketball. Reese Price also had him a nice night with a nice rushing touchdown with Colton Bagwell. As we take a longer look through these highlights against Walhalla, where the Canes really ran. What do you expect from an Anthony Freight-led football team?
It's been a while, but so I expect us, the whole team coming in brand new, the crowd, everything, all of us coming in, seeing what he's going to do, what he's took to Hillcrest, dominating defense, see if we can build that back up and go from there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a special year, and it all starts tonight here on Friday night at 7:30. There's 30 minutes on the board as we take one last look at the Canes versus Walhalla. But we're going to take a quick commercial break here in the 84 Lumber pregame show. And we come back, we'll take a look from around the region of other teams playing tonight. We'll also take a look at a Powdersville game last week where they got their first loss of the year against the Broome Centurions before we take a look at the Canes versus the Dragons here tonight. Week 1 here on the Wren Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Canes. As Shep and the Canes offense for group number 2 drives down the field and scores on a 4th and goal.
And just some really nice passes. Just hit them where they need to be. Granted, that was
Yarbrough comes in clutch again. 3. Pretty.
Back here on the Wren Broadcast Network, we take a look at Week 0 scores. Fountain Inn beat Weston 28-0. The Woodmont Wildcats took down Palmetto 28-13. And Broome with an upset over a top 3A team. And the Pattersville Patriots beat them 22-21. We'll take a look at that ball game here on the Wren Broadcast Network on the 84 Lumber pregame show. And I thought we
14.
As Austin has a little scuttle. As the dark screen over there on the My Pulse Network, led by John Boone, as the Patriots took on the Centurions. You've seen that Centurion offense being able to score fast and early there in the second quarter on 3rd and 14. And the Patriots weren't able to stop them in back-to-back drives. The Centurions marched right back down the field and scored to make it 14-0. This was also a battle, Keith, I don't know if you kept up with it, of going for 2 and not getting it, just like their playoff game a couple of years ago, but it was a fun one to keep up with.
It sounds like it. There's a lot of activity went on over the summertime and everything, so like I said, ready to see what we got.
Yeah, and Pattersville will obviously be able to get their stuff together and meet the Canes down the road for a big playoff implication football game here in region play. As we take a look at the region so far, as Fountain Inn's at the top of it, 1-0. Palmetto and Pattersville 0-1 in second, third, and then Wren Southside BHP will get their first games in this week as Woodruff takes on Fountain Inn at 8 o'clock with a move back of time due to heat. Palmetto will play the Seneca Bobcats, and Abbeville, a big 2A powerhouse, will take on the Patriots, and the rivalry between Westside BHP. And last but not least, I want to say Southside and Christ Church played earlier this week, if I'm not wrong. Austin's giving me a head shake, so they must play tonight. as the Cane band gets fired up here in Piedmont.
So speaking of the heat, we're at a real feel of 100 degrees right now, and I know the guys have stayed active pretty much the whole summer doing the 7-on-7s and then these scrimmages, but the Hogs down front, we're going to have to keep these guys hydrated. Once again, not sure how Brady runs his offense, but if we're doing like we used to, a lot of plays.
If it's fast, people are going to get tired. And Keith, I talked about this with you and Keith Evans before we get on the broadcast. Freight likes to run the football, and Reese Price is going to be a big part of that.
Okay. So interesting seeing how that goes.
Yeah. Take a look at the band. Cam Sanders, he's back, and he's been a big part in the scrimmages that we've been able to broadcast. Big 44, and the offseason we saw him squat what felt like 500 pounds every single week over there on Twitter that I was able to share with Cane Nation. But he's going to play a big role tonight. How do you think he fares against the man on the other side and Sammy Brown?
So, Sammy Brown, fullback, linebacker. He's got some stout legs and everything on him. From what I've seen from the stats, he had 90 yards, I think it was, rushing. So, down low, get inside the red zone. I'm assuming that's where they're going to use him most. And, we've had pretty much this whole time to get ready for him and see what he's got and, square up with him and take him down. He's going to have those legs, so let's see what type of driving power he has, and it may take more than just one person.
That's going to be big tonight as the Canes look to stop one of the top 5-star players in the country. We'll take one more quick break here on the 84 Lumber pregame show and come back, maybe talk a little bit of this football game tonight, talk about keys of the game, and then we'll cap it out with an Anthony Freight interview where I got to sit down with Coach later on or earlier this week. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Thank you to Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 Whitehorse Road. Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs, and it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be, and worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all,
I'm friendly. Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend prompt service. Skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues. 5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services. These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
We've got 2 attorneys, West Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our clients.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with Preferred. These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals. On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Thanks for watching.
They do the heat, which is why if you're at home, you're like, these guys haven't been lagging these last couple of scrimmages, and they're lagging right now. It's because the heat's getting to the computer really, really bad right now, as it's 93 degrees, 59% humidity, and it feels a lot hotter than 100, Keith.
Yeah, sitting here looking first time at Jefferson, they're coming out of the locker room. Kind of look like we have a Georgia Bulldog JV team coming out here.
As we're trying to make sure the sideline guys. And now. Sorry, everyone at home, trying to fix everything that could go wrong here in week 1. We got a new sideline cam. We got Sammy Brown on the screen. We got Please Check Video Source on the screen. As you see that 5-star linebacker for the Jefferson Dragons warming up, as he'll be the man to watch tonight if you're a Cane fan or a Clemson fan for that sort, as he's a Clemson commit. We know a lot of Clemson fans are going to be in the stands tonight, as Cane Nation has kind of shown up and showed out here early in this 100-degree weather, and Jefferson's also traveled pretty well. And Keith, it feels amazing that football's back,
especially with the weather. But yeah, it's something at work. We've been counting down, just ready to go.
Yeah, I think we got one more week until Clemson Carolina kickoff for all the fans at home. But tonight, it's all about the Canes. I know David Thompson is at home watching. We got fans from all over. Jefferson high school fans, if you're tuned in, we thank you for watching tonight, as we'll take a look at some more Canes players to keep up with tonight. Tyler Morgan, a guy we see in the highlight film, 56 solos a year ago, 31 assists, 87 total tackles, and that was second. No, he led the team over Trayvon West, if I'm right. 3 interceptions, and versus BHP had 12 totals, 2 passes defended. And versus Palmetto, 9 totals, 2 interceptions, and 3 passes defended. We talked about him a little earlier, Keith. He's going to have to be the guy defensively in that secondary.
And he's a tough kid. I say kid, he's a small kid, but he can lay it on you.
Yeah, he's growing up right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Feels like we've seen him play every snap since he was a freshman on this ball club, as he looks to have a really good junior year, if I'm not wrong. Colton Bagwell, in his 2022 season, we saw him more of a backup quarterback role, as Mason Holtzclaw was a starter. He played in 11 games, replaced Mason Holtzclaw in all 11 games, had a 50% clip, throwing the football, 344 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 picks. Versus Jefferson a year ago, I was at that ball game, went 5 for 5, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Maybe one of the only drives all night where the offense felt like they could move the football. And against Palmetto, 2 touchdowns, passing and rushing, he had one with 97 yards, and that's why he's been in these scrimmages. Keith is dual threat. He's been able to do a little bit of both.
And that's been great. We're getting back to that. Quarterback can run if they need to, and once again, hadn't seen what the offensive line's doing, and if he needs to scramble and get out and go, well, then that'll be good.
As we move on to another player spotlight for the Canes, Braden Binnicker, a guy that's going to have to help his quarterback, Colton Bagwell, be able to air it out a little bit. We've seen the Deuce get loose a couple times in scrimmages. 28 catches, 323 yards a year ago, 1 touchdown. But Keith, the big thing about two is he's one of the only returners from a year ago out of that big senior group of wide receivers. He's going to have to step up and be a leader of this wide receiving corps.
So he made some pretty awesome catches last year, and hopefully we can use them tonight.
Yeah, as you see his gameplay throughout game, Seneca, Hillcrest, and Southside, he looks to be big as you see Canes walking in with their new coaching staff. They're wearing the golds with the blue pants. Ethan Moody leads the Canes out, and they get a round of applause from Cane Nation. Of course, Ethan Mayfield, the man behind the camera, and you see Logan Dew down there on the sideline with Sideline Cam with the team, still trying to get a video source from the Sideline Cam. And of course, we'll hear from Keith Evans as soon as we hopefully get his headset. He hears us, he gives us a thumbs up. He'll have a mic at the 50 for the coin toss, and we'll have him on the ball all night long. So, of course, I want to take a quick second to thank all of our sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor, you can contact Stan Yarborough, me, Keith Evans, Austin Tripp, anyone on the broadcast team, Keith Ausburn. If you want to get involved, Keith hits everyone with a cough. Make sure Keith doesn't die here in pregame. But we'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have the interview between me and Anthony Freight.
Watching the
Wren closer to kickoff here in Piedmont
Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
Introducing MileWise, exclusively from Allstate. A pay-as-you-go alternative to traditional auto insurance, meaning you only pay for the miles you drive. It's that simple. Who is MileWise for? Retirees or loved ones that don't drive like they used to. People that have company cars and do not drive their car too often. Teenagers or young drivers in your household that barely drive their own car. Families that have multiple cars where one of the cars is usually sitting unused. Or work-from-home individuals or low-mileage commuters that have a short drive to work. Our agency would love to share more with you, so please give us a call today and see if MileWise is a fit for you and a loved one.
Congratulations to head coach Amy Godfrey. She was named the SCHSL Coach of the Year for all classifications as she won 3A Region 2, the Upper State Championship, the State Championship, and South Carolina Volleyball Coach of the Year. She will be recognized at the annual awards dinner this July.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space? We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender
Keith, where are you?
Trust.
Coming live.
Relax.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Demetra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Demetra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom, offering the selection of a major city retailer. From hair to makeup to photos, Demetra is committed to making all eyes turn when you enter the room. Visit our website right now. Print your instant Demetra formal wear savings coupon. Demetra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive, Greenville.
Blop, blop.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Jugga, 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 jugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services. We'll fix that too. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? You got no game.
And show I'm here with Coach Freight. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me on today.
We're going to start a little bit letting the fans. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 84 on the pregame show. I'm here with Coach Freight. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me on today.
We're going to start a little bit letting the fans learn more about you before we hit week one in Jefferson High School. And question number one is, you kind of had built Hillcrest into a powerhouse there in 5A, 26-12 as a Ram. Why the return to Piedmont?
Well, my 2 years I spent here at Wren were awesome years. They're 2 great years that I really enjoyed. And, 5A football is a really, really large undertaking when you're talking about running a program. And the community here is so strong. I knew I'd have really great support. Excuse me. And quite honestly, from a district standpoint, the backing that I was receiving in terms of the number of coaches and stipends and things, 5A level. So, it was very, very attractive to come back and be part of this great community and around these players and parents and kids. And it was just a pretty good fit.
Rebounding off of that, has there been a moment yet, maybe during the off season or one of the beach trips to Golden Corral, one of those moments where you realize, okay, yeah, I made the right decision to come back to Piedmont, South Carolina?
Well, I think that, I knew before, I took the job that I knew that I was making the right decision. My day-to-day here is pretty special. I really get to be in connection with all the kids all the day, and I think that was one of the driving factors for leaving was being such a big program. I really missed getting to learn about all the kids the way that I did more like when I was a coordinator. And coming back to a little bit smaller program was really attractive, and I haven't thought twice about it.
Yeah, and I think that's something every fan or every parent can appreciate, is how much of a player's coach you are. But as we finish talking about you, moving on to Jefferson week one, the Dragons come off of a week one win over Alpharetta, and of course they bring in the number one linebacker in the country in Sammy Brown. And usually coach speak, guys say, we can't stop him. We try to limit him. How do you plan to limit Sammy Brown on both sides of the football Friday night?
Well, we got to play, together. We got to play 11 as one, and we've got to definitely execute and not make silly mental errors and give them opportunities to capitalize. And I think, when you really take a hard look at high school football in the day-to-day, a lot of those high school football games are lost more than they're won. And our goal is, not to just put it in their lap, not to make a silly mistake. And, we got a really tough, hard-nosed group that I know will stick together. We just got to play clean, and I think we're going to be just fine.
And speaking of that hard-nosed, that really feels like they're coming together as a team in these scrimmages that we've been able to get lucky and broadcast. And a year ago, you couldn't really say that. It was more of a stutter and stop. Some weeks it would go, some weeks it wouldn't. How much change have you seen since you've gotten here just on the offensive side of the football?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. I think a lot of that stuff just started in the weight room. It started with individual meetings. It started with things back in April, coaches being on the same page, having great relationships with each other from a staff standpoint. Our kids feed off that. And, I've worked hard to try and create relationships with our coaches and our players and then provide opportunities for our coaches to have great relationships with our players, because at the end of the day, that's what makes the drum go, and, I think a defining moment for us was kind of, after that South Carolina 7-on-7 we lost to Ridgeview on the last play and didn't make the playoff, and I made them all kind of sit around to the semifinal and watch. And the next couple of days we went down and played really well, and we were able to do some good things this summer. So it's been fun watching them come together and fight for each other, but, just giving them that platform to kind of make those bonds and fight for each other has been really important to the success of them so far.
You've kind of already talked about the community and coming back to a smaller town. It feels like that community here in Piedmont is kind of like rejuvenated since you became head coach of this football team. How much, if you had a chance to sit down with every fan, what would you tell them that they bring to the table every Friday night when teams walk into Piedmont?
Well, I just told our players about a week ago or so that, there's three people in my life that I want to make sure that they'd be proud if they came to the game, and that's my mom, my dad, and my brother. And if they were in the stands, no matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, would they be proud of the way that we handled ourselves? And, to me, that's really important. There's been times since I've been here that we've done some really great things on the field, but I haven't been proud because of the fact that we've made some mistakes that I thought were silly and immature. And then there's been times where we didn't play quite as well, but we really handled ourselves properly. So if we can find a happy medium, I think that'd be great. We're first and foremost worried about these kids' character and developing as a human. And our motto this year is pretty much everything affects everything. And we got to understand that there's a ripple effect. Players to coaches to students, how they affect the school around them, how they affect the community around them. And, we're all in this thing together. So, if I could sit down with each member of the community and have a conversation, it'd have something to do with those things because, it's really important. I know this football program is really important to the people of the community.
Last but not least, as we read up on news, more teams are moving start time back for a heat index problem. It feels like it's going to be 115 Friday night here in South Carolina. How much does that play a factor, even right at kickoff?
I don't know that it does. I think, the way that I've always approached pregame in the modern era is, I give the kids cues in order to prep themselves. So, it's hard for any human being to focus for a long time anymore. And, certainly when school's over at 3 o'clock, I'm not going to get them dialed in and ask them to be as focused as they are when it's 4th and 1 on the goal line, So we've got, cues within our own routine that will allow them to help focus when the time is necessary right now we still got that 7:30 kickoff, and if it does change and things back up, we just try to provide them with an opportunity to feel their way through it, and then let them know when it's time, so we can get into the routine and then get comfortable within that routine.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you for your time. Any final thoughts Friday night?
I really appreciate your time and always doing a great job, highlighting the Wren athletics and the Wren community. It's a special thing you do, so thanks for having me on, man.
Thank you, and remember, when we come back, it'll be the finish of the 84 Lumber pregame show. Thanks for coming on, Coach.
You bet. Anytime.
Welcome back to Piedmont at the top of the Founders Federal Credit Union booth here in Piedmont, South Carolina. We'll start with Canes to keep an eye on after Anthony Freight talked about this week's game and why he came to Piedmont. We'll talk about some of the guys he gets to coach every day and Canes that are kind of below the radar as we enter into week one. Number 1, Alex McCrary, who's going to end up being an outside linebacker. And Keith, this guy's bigger than most outside linebackers. He can fly side to sideline. He's going to be big for the Canes.
That'll be awesome. Once again, wait to see these guys.
Yeah, I totally forgot you haven't seen it. Yeah, Seth Hickerson, a guy that I posted a highlight a week ago, just one of those deep ball speed guys. I think he's going to be that Luke Bryant-esque, if you remember, former Canes. He's going to be one of those guys on the slide that can beat deep for Colton Bagwell. If Colton can get it there, the Canes should be able to put points on the board.
And so that'll be good. And, I'm a big guy. I was the lineman, so I'm hoping the guys up front can give them time to get those passes off.
And as a big guy, you had to focus on some backers, and a big backer for the Canes a year ago was Mr. Pedro, and I never pronounce his last name because I don't want to mess it up for any family members watching. But he had 85 tackles last year, 5 tackles for loss. He looks to take a step of being a leader for this Canes defense, as looks like we're about to get the national anthem under the way, so we'll take a quick break and come right back with more pregame here on the 84 Lumber pregame show. As the national anthem happens, there's 10:23 left on the board. The helmet is up. Everybody's kind of in line for the Canes to run out. A little sponsor talk as trying to look for what I was looking for. Demetri Design's uniform report. The Canes are wearing the gold jerseys with the blue pants and the gold tops as they look fresh and nice here in week one. Those Jefferson Dragons, if my memory serves me right, wearing the all whites, maybe red pants. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. Keith, you trying to save me?
The Jefferson's all white, red helmet.
That is 100% right. I was right the first time. Yeah. As, again, we are under the 10-minute mark to kick off here in Piedmont. We'll take one more quick break here on the 84 Lumber pregame show. We thank everyone for tuning in as we get closer to kickoff here in Piedmont. back here as we hit a turf report, Carolina's best landscaping turf report to be exact. As we mentioned it earlier, 93 degrees, 59% humidity, feels like 100. But good news for everyone on top of this press box and everyone that's about to play football is the sun's starting to go down to our east, and it is starting to look like a beautiful night for football here in Piedmont, Keith. And a great show out from Cane Nation, a great show out from Jefferson, traveling all the way from Georgia. Again, I said it earlier, just it's setting up to be the best week one I can remember.
Yeah, that's great. And speaking of beautiful, if you see it on the screen, just walking in for the first time in a year, this field's looked the best it's looked in a while. You know, beautiful green grass, and hopefully we can throw down some dragons on this pretty green grass today. Let them taste it.
I thought you were going to say I was looking good, and you're talking about the grass.
Evans, you are looking good down there in the nice cane polo. Got the state championship ring on tonight.
See me over the fence.
Got the black pants on. We'll get a little Keith uniform report every week. Look at someone sponsor that. As the Canes look to get rolling, like he said, trying to take down the Dragons here. The Dragons come in as the number 4 ranked team in Georgia. So again, a tall task here early, but it is back-to-back years where the Canes start out on a hard road. And last week, Jefferson took on Alpharetta, where they trailed early, down 10 at halftime, but they marched all the way back right behind on the shoulders of Sammy Brown, who rushed the ball 15 times for 90 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also, Gavin Markey went 6 for 10, 100 yards, 2 interceptions. He'll be the quarterback to go tonight versus the Canes. And wide receivers, not a lot of catches or yards happen. Rodney Hinton was the leading receiver, 1 catch, 40 yards. And Rhett Hemphill was a guy to watch defensively for the Dragons, as he had 14 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. And Keith, the guy on everyone's screen right now is the guy that we're going to talk a lot about tonight, the Clemson commit, Sammy Brown.
Sammy Brown, mullet man.
Mullet man, he looks like a dragon.
So yeah, you know, I think he's going to be a threat. I hope we don't overlook the rest of the team. You know, that's what everybody's wanting to see, and so just keep our eyes on him, but you know, don't put the blinders on.
And Anthony Freight talked about it in his interview pregame. He talked about, I mentioned in the question, I know coaches say you can't stop him, you got to limit him. And as Freight said, it's really hard to limit guys like that, but you kind of just can't let him beat you tonight. You got to make someone else make plays if you're going to lose this football game to Jefferson, and that's what's got to happen.
Yeah, and you know, the stats show that, you know, he was the guy last week, and put our arms around him, take him down. After a while, once we show that he can't do anything, you know, they're going to have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, got to show him Carolina football tonight as we take it. Some of the captains for the Dragons, and you see the Dragons starting to walk out. The Canes captains haven't made their way out on the field yet, so we'll move to keys to the game. Blake's keys to the game, wrote them down earlier this week, and we've talked about a couple of these. My number one is show early signs of having a ground game, and I mentioned earlier Reese Price, Colton Bagwell. The real question with that first key is, are you going to be able to get away from Sammy Brown as he stands in the middle of the field?
Yeah, and, you know, I'd like to think that our speed's good enough. You know, the guy's 6 foot, you know, whatever. You know, we just got to do our routes, and hopefully the coaches did their homework, and we can do it.
That is the big key. We already talked about Sammy Brown a lot already. Put Jefferson in passing downs. I mentioned their leading receiver a week ago, 40 yards and a catch. That has to be the game plan if you're the Canes defense. Pressure them, make those runs early, a loss of yards, and put Gavin Markey in passing down situations, make him make bad mistakes early for the Canes.
That's it.
As here come the Dragons, and their fight song starts. As you take a quick look at the sideline cam, you get to see that Canes student section. Logan Dew, the man behind the camera, a new add-on to this broadcast crew. So we appreciate everything he does. As we get closer to seeing the Canes run out, they're starting to move that helmet around. Then right after that, we'll move to Keith Evans with the mic in his hand to do the coin toss. And I'm itching, Keith, all day. I felt like I can just break a brick wall all day long. I was just itching to get to the top of this press box. As soon as I want to get on top of this press box, but now we're here. What's the feelings like?
Yeah, so it seems like coming in, everything right now is wide open. Excitement, new coach, looks like a new field, just everything going on. Yeah.
As we see Canes captains, Ethan Moody, Colton Bagwell, Alex McCrary, and number 72 will be Austin Beers, the senior tackle. And those 4 names for the Canes are going to have to be big tonight. Colton Bagwell, quarterback, Alex McCrary, the outside linebacker, a guy I talked earlier, Ethan Moody, a running back and a linebacker, and one of your favorite positions, Keith, Austin Beers is playing tackle tonight. He's going to have to be a leader as he's one of the only seniors on that offensive line.
Yeah, good thing he's got some wide shoulders. So hopefully he has the leadership skills to get in there and get these guys going. Don't get discouraged, and just do what you need to do.
And we'll head down to Keith Evans as he gets us going for the coin toss.
Captain Bagwell, Captain Beers, and Captain Moody. Y'all shake hands. He didn't give me your names, okay? All right, guys. Glad everybody could be here. Appreciate you guys coming over from Georgia. We expect everybody to display good sportsmanship, okay? Help each other up, pick each other, pat each other on the back, whatever. But I don't want to see any talking or anything else, wrestling and stuff like that. All right, tonight on my team, I've got Mr. Austin, I got Mr. Keys, I got Mr. Cole, and Mr. Tripp. Mr. Keys will come up and help me with the toss. All right. Jefferson, you're the visitor, so y'all get to call the toss. All right. I got an official ACC flipping coin. That's heads, and that's tails. What you want to call? Heads. Heads. He wants to call heads. If I drop it, I'll flip it again, okay? It is a head. You want to defer? Yes, sir. You want to defer the second half?
Okay, Jefferson won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half, so we're going to get the football first.
And that sounds like previous years, Keith, where the Canes will not take the football, but they're going to be given the football.
Yeah. So let's see what this new offense has to do out here against the number 1, Sammy Brown. And
that offense is led by new coach from Hillcrest, a former Cane, Chris Padermo, a guy who coached me when I played JV. He was an offensive coordinator / head coach at the Canes, all near the end zone. A good sight to see as a team down there close to the 5. But again, Chris Padermo leads this offense with new starting quarterback, number 4, CB4, Colton Bagwell. And this Canes offense has been a sight to see all year long. Anthony Freight, of course, his debut as a Cane since a state championship run. 26-12 in his 4 seasons at Hillcrest, and he'll debut tonight on the sideline. We'll hear from him at halftime and, of course, post-game for the Canes here on the Wren Broadcast Network. It's zeros on the board, ladies and gentlemen, as the coaches hit the top of the press box, and we're almost underway. And, Keith, what a start it would be if Tyler Morgan could crib play number 1.
Man.
This place would lose its mind.
So let's get some good blocks. Not sure what their kicker's like, whether it be an end zone kick or whatever, but I have a feeling if he can get his hands on the ball, we're going to do something.
96 will be the kicker, Taylor McCall. For the Canes, Seth Hickerson and Tyler Morgan stand on to 5 as 12 minutes are on the board, zeros on each side. Canes, Dragons, here in week 1 in Piedmont. It's time to rumble.
So I've been waiting on this for a year.
Everyone, football is officially about to be back in Piedmont. Jefferson fans made the trip as the away newsstands that are painted are filled with red and white, and Cane Nation showed up and showed out as it looks like there's 14 seats left. Here on the side, there's people standing on the fence. McCall with a deep kick to Bones Morgan. 22, he catches it at a 3, looking for blocks up the middle. Has a hole right side, Can he turn it on? He hits the 30. Got to beat the kicker. He runs by him at the 40. And hello, Cane football as Tyler Morgan makes his way to the 49-yard line. What a start.
What a start.
Couldn't ask for better from 22 as he'll put his Canes offense near the 50. And that'll be the time where number 4, Colton Bagwell, the junior quarterback, will lead the Canes offense from there. And let's see who the starters are for the Canes. Seth Hickerson at wide receiver, Reese Price at back. Looks like Parker Bell gets a start at tight end. Mr. Kemp at wide receiver, closest to you, Braden Beneker. Also over there in the slot, Lonnie Blassingame, Cooper Sanders, Andrew Smoke, Mr. Rudea, and Austin Beers are the offensive linemen for the Canes as they start quite literally on the 50. First down and 10 with 11:51. Hand off to Reese Price, right side looking for a hole. And he battles his way for 2 and 3, and Sammy Brown lets his presence be known on play number 1.
And they got Jaden Yang in on that tackle as well, number 34.
There's already
got a dragging down on the field.
Dragging down as the heat hitting early here in quarter number 1. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah, so you was talking about Frady earlier, he was here before, and other than his little stint out there, it's like he just came back home. He went on vacation, came back home. He was very well liked when he was here, and so most of the players are gone, but those of us that were around, he was well liked and just excited for him, coming in.
And he made that very clear of there's a little more support here than when he had at Hillcrest. There's a more of a community bond, he felt like, and he knew if he came back here, he would get more coaches, he would get more parents to help him out, a little more money maybe here in Piedmont, but he likes the way the program, the direction is headed. He gets to take over after Jeff Tate's had this program on top forever.
So, injured player on the field, number 72, Bishop Crooks. He's limping off the field, and best of luck to him. Hopefully he can get back.
That'll make it 2nd down and 7 after the Reese Price 3-yard run. And Colton Bagwell and the Canes offense looking to strike early on drive number 1 as that Dragon does get off the field on his own power. Again, we welcome any Dragon fans listening tonight from Jefferson County, Georgia. Any Canes fans tuning in tonight. Parker Bell goes in motion to the right side.
I think they're going to have us for a little jump, a little movement.
A false start here on 2nd down. We'll back the Canes up 5 yards.
So hate to see the season start off like that. I know last year we were playing with a lot of penalties. Hopefully this year we'll be a little bit more disciplined.
Which is something that we've talked about in the scrimmages. It's something we haven't seen is flags.
So that's a good thing.
A big one here on drive number 1 makes it 2nd down and 12. Bagwell takes snap, drops back to throw. He'll go on an out route. He'll have Braden Beneker. He'll try to cut away. He'll get up past the original line of scrimmage and make it 3rd down and 8 once again. So first catch for Deuce.
Yeah, it's not what we want to start right now, but let's see what we can do on 3rd down.
Also, you got to think, Tyler Morgan putting you in this position. You get a little chunk here. You expect to more than likely go for it on 4th down here early. 1 up top, 2 down low for CB4. Takes snap, QB draw, right side, looking for blockers. He can't get past his own offensive line. He'll gain maybe 1 as the Dragons track him down and make it 4th down and 6 or 7.
So looking at this line, looks like kind of a beefier line than what we've seen before in the past all the way across. We've had 1 or 2, but looks like we got some hogs up there this year.
And the punt team will make its way out. So Tyler Morgan's opening kickoff return results in nothing as the Canes will punt, and the Dragons have a man on the 10. I can't get a number on him yet. Punt is bounced, almost blocked. It takes a Canes bounce down inside the 15. Did he touch it? Did he touch it? Canes football! What a big play here early for the Canes. What a change of events. We kind of were down in the dumps. We had the punt on drive number 1 after the kick return. And what does the Canes special team unit do? Except get the ball right back to them. So 2 big special teams plays early, Keith.
That's great. Go from almost a block punt to getting the ball back.
Yeah.
And hey, we'll take it.
in the Roofers LLC red zone all of a sudden. CB4 with Reese Price to his right, 2 up top, 2 down low in a split set. Bagwell takes a snap, drops back. He's got pressure behind him. He's got to beat a man to the edge, makes a move at the 10. He's all the way down to the 8-yard line. That's what CB4 can do with his feet as he makes it 2nd down and 4.
So Sammy Brown and Skylar Zimmerman on that touchdown saving tackle there.
Man, 4s look gutsy earlier in the scrimmages. And that Wahala game had a big play where he kind of lowered his head, went over a backer. He's a little bit bigger backers to run over. 4 takes a snap, hands off to Reese Price. No, he'll keep it, trying to get through a hole. He fights down to the 5-yard line, close to a 1st down. See if they give it to him. Looks like the mark's going to be close. Harkness is going to check in at tight end. They'll check a
1st down.
Keith Evans hits us with the 1st down, and that it is.
Good to see the radios working down there on that end.
Yeah, I tested out in the scrimmage earlier in the season, just walked around the field.
So we got Evans down there on the
Hey, I'm in range right here.
1st down and goal. Colton Bagwell, shotgun, takes a snap, QB draw, left side looking for a hole, doesn't have one. He'll lose one. Make it 2nd down and goal from the 6, maybe 7. So Chris Padermo and Anthony Freight going to have to dial through that playbook and look for maybe a play action route to the corner.
I couldn't get the number for the guy that tackled him on that one.
As I'm looking, it's getting harder and harder the darker it gets, I think, to read those white jerseys.
Well, my eyes ain't quite like they used to be either, so.
What a sideline cam that is.
Yeah.
Colton Bagwell, shotgun, Price to his left, 2 up top, 2 down low. Bagwell takes a snap, looks to throw. He's going to go right side, pump fake, rolls up top, looking to the corner of the end zone, touchdown! Game strike 1st in Piedmont. Seth Hickerson. Hello, Canes football, 6-0. And the battle between Carolina and Georgia, South Carolina strikes first. What a, you want to say drive, but not really.
No,
but a nice offensive play call there.
So
a little second guessing and a little pump fake action from CB4.
There you go. There was a crucial turnover right there. So let's see what happens.
Acevedo on for the PAT. It's up, and it is good. Canes take a 7-0 lead after the Seth Hickerson touchdown. Here on the Wren Broadcast Network, we'll be right back as the Canes look to get a stop, and Sammy Brown hops on the field on offense.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals. On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
Back in Piedmont, it feels like a party. Anthony Acevedo lines up the kickoff, and the Dragons look to return. Again, gonna have to get numbers after plays happen and kind of remember them from there. 2 men for the Dragons stand at the 5. Deep kick from Acevedo, left side, caught at the 10. They'll have blockers up that right side. Can the Canes get to him? They can't bring him down at the 35, and he's gonna keep running past the 40 up to the 45, maybe a little deeper. And a nice opening kickoff return for the Dragons. As we'll get our first look at the man of the night, number 1, Sammy Brown, standing at 6'2", 230. Number 1 linebacker in the country, a 5-star recruit headed to Clemson University. Also the quarterback, Gavin Markey, will head their offense. If you take a look at Sammy Brown, what he did last year against the Canes. He will not be the man in the backfield tonight. Terry White will start in the backfield beside Markey. as they like to run the football out. This Canes D-line's got to step up. First down and 10. Markey steps back. He instantly looks to throw the football. He's going to go right side. The Canes can't get back to it. He can't pick it off. Right into the hands of Brandon Kirby.
Man, if he could have got about another 2-inch vertical on that, he would have had it.
And we saw him throw 3 picks a week ago. He almost had his first one on the first throw tonight. And if you're a Cane fan at home watching, this is exactly what we wanted Jefferson to come in and think they can do, is throw the football. We do not want them to run the man who's in the backfield right now, which is Sammy Brown. Puts a man in motion, takes a snap. He'll wheel run it. The Canes are on the backfield, can't bring him down. He'll stretch out closer to the 50 to make it third down and
about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, 5-4. Big third down here early for the Canes defense. But a good sight to see as you're able to bring him down for 4 or 5.
So it's still 3rd and 5 to go, 3rd and 4 to go, and so that's not an easy task.
Canes Nation trying to get behind the defense. Markey stands shotgun with Brown to his left. Snap, handoff to one right side. Can the Canes get to him? No. He gets a first down and more, makes a move at the 30. He's going to beat everyone inside the 25, and he'll work his way down towards the 20 at the 22. He makes you pay early.
Yeah, get our defense to settle down. He stretched that out, and that might be what you have to do with this Canes defense.
It'll be first down and goal inside the 25 at the 22. Markey stands shotgun, a new back in the backfield. Take another look at that sideline cam for this Canes broadcast network. Snap, handoff up the middle. He's got speed, and he bursts through the gap for a first down and a little bit more. Canes defense thought they had the football, but they'll say he's down for another first down to make it first and goal more than likely. Down there at the 10. Running the football there was Dallas Russell.
Officially a first and goal.
Russell will stay in the backfield for the Dragons as they'll go with an up back to Markey's left. Snap, hand back off to Russell, right side. The Canes are there on first down and goal.
He got the tackle, but our guy took the lick.
Yeah, Alex McCrary was one of the first guys down there. Second down and goal. We've seen this Canes defense make stops and scrimmages inside the 10. This would be big here early, as they already have a 7-0 lead. But the Dragons have kind of rotated backs here on drive number 1 as Sammy Brown will make his way back to the backfield. They'll go one up top, one down low. Up back on the left side of the line.
Look for him to stretch it out again, yeah.
They will hand it off Sammy Brown left side. The Canes are there. Can they bring him down? He stiff arms a group of Canes and falls inside the 5. Third down and 4, and right now it's not the ability to get to him, it's the ability to bring him down.
Yeah, you got to lock up. You can't. Looks like he's going to be the top guy. You can't shoulder tackle him.
Yeah, he's just going to put you in the dirt.
Yeah.
Founders third down as it's 7-0 here early as we approach the 5-minute mark. Again, during breaks, we'll give you scores from around the region, but the only score that matters right now is the one in front of us. Brown stands right behind Markey. 2 to the bottom of your screen. No one really on the slot receiver. Snap. He'll fake it, look to throw. Go right side. Can the Canes turn around and get to it? No. Markey throws his first touchdown pass of the night, and that'll be number 38 for the Dragons and Christopher Law. So they play a little misdirection on third down and goal and score 6. That's going to be a big problem down the stretch. If you can stop the run, got to be able to stop the play action.
Yeah.
As the Dragons come on to complete the touchdown to make it 7-all here in Piedmont. Snap down, kick up. Good, 7-all here in Piedmont with 5:11 to go here in the first quarter.
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh?
You got no game. Dude, that's a foul.
And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Real mature.
Introducing MileWise, exclusively from Allstate. A pay-as-you-go alternative to traditional auto insurance, meaning you only pay for the miles you drive. It's that simple. Who is MileWise for? Retirees or loved ones that don't drive like they used to. People that have company cars and do not drive their car too often. Teenagers or young drivers in your household that barely drive their own car. Families that have multiple cars where one of the cars is usually sitting unused. Or work-from-home individuals or low-mileage commuters that have a short drive to work. Our agency would love to.
Back here in Piedmont, you see that student section for the Canes. It's the new sideline cam. Looks amazing. Logan Dew, the man behind the camera, down there on the sideline with Keith Evans as he takes a stroll behind some players. And Tyler Morgan started this ballgame off with a big return all the way back up to the 50 where the Canes would eventually punt. And on that punt, got the football right back and struck to make it 7-0. But the Dragons responded. If you're just tuning in, driving down the field with Sammy Brown, a couple big runs. And they knotted it up with a touchdown pass from Gavin Markey. As you see Tyler Morgan there standing at the 5. The Dragons look to kick off. Here as we, I think, get closer to 5:30. There's 5:11 on the clock. Finally, back underway in Piedmont. Deep kick. Looks like it's going to hit the end zone. Tyler Morgan will let it bounce. And the Canes are going to work at the 25. Boomer.
Sun's finally went down on the other side of the tree, so fat boy right here is happy.
He said, I can breathe again. It's still a little humid. It's no Georgia humidity if you're tuning in from Jefferson, but us over here in Carolina, we don't know what weather to expect each day. It could be cold tomorrow. It could be 104. As Colton Bagwell works the offense back out there with Reese Price, Seth Hickerson. Braden Binnicker looks like at the bottom of your screen will be Grayson Kemp. Bagwell stands shotgun with Reese to his left. Hand off to 5. He'll have a hole up the middle, make a move. He loses the football. Looks like he got it right back, though. And he'll gain close to 3 to make it 2nd down and 7. A scary, quick sighting from 5. 2nd 7 here. In the first quarter, both offenses have struck so far. One defensive stop from the Dragons knots us up at 7. Bagwell takes a snap, looks to throw left side, has a man in the flat. Oh, what a move! He gets a first down and a little bit more. I want to say that is Deuce. And it is Braden Binnicker. He gives you the smell it first down.
I think Tito Moon was in on that tackle.
As I think a lot of people in the stands were really scared he was going to get blown up on that screen. He made a quick move, able to get a first down a little more. Let's see if 4 decides to keep on. He'll hand it off to 5 left side, looking for a hole. Not much running room for Reese Price so far. We'll make it 2nd down and 9. We're under 5 minutes, inching closer to 4. Harkness checks off. Parker Bell checks in. 2nd down and 9. Got a pod set on the bottom of your screen, one up top. Big drive here for the Canes to respond. Bagwell drops back, looking to throw, steps up, has a nice pocket. He rolls up in the pocket, and he's rolled down to the ground by a Dragon.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
That'll be Skylar Zimmerman on the sack for the Dragons to make it 3rd down and 11. And to be honest, I know it's a sack, but a nice pocket early for Colton Bagwell. 3rd down and 11. Bagwell shotgun, Price to his right, 2 up top, 1 down low. Dragons kind of confused defensively. They'll move Reese Price to the bottom of your screen, takes snap, drop back, looking to throw. Has a screen to Parker Bell, and he's blown up immediately to make it 4th down and 9. And hello, Sammy Brown. Not shocked at all from that hit once I saw who stood up. And that will force a punt here on 4th and 8. So not a lot going, Keith, on the ground for the Canes here early.
Yeah, get her feet up underneath us, and hopefully we can get something out of it soon.
They'll go.
Quite a few guys on that end, good size. Then Sammy Brown. Still got a blocker. Give our guys some room.
Here on 4th down and 8, the Dragons will have a guy at the 31-yard line. Acevedo got a bounce punt earlier, and he gets another one, almost blocked once again. It's caught right there at the 32, and oh my goodness, a cane just lowered an official. And he gets a round of applause after he gets hit. What a guy. Most guys would be very upset after a play like that. He kind of ate it and moved on. That's where the Canes defense will look to go to work here on the first quarter as we close it out. 2:21. Looks like the Dragons will have one of their starting backs back in there, number 22, Dallas Russell.
Got Sammy Brown all the way over here.
Almost in a slot kind of role here. Markey, shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Russell, right side. Canes got to get outside. They can't. Kirby gets beat to the edge. So first down a little bit more on play number 1 from Dallas Russell.
That's what's bad when you get them stretched out that way. It's either going to go good for you or bad. So
the edges seem to be the problem here early.
Another first down.
First down and 10. Brown switches up top on the slot. Markey takes the snap, hands off to Russell up the middle. Canes are behind him. Ethan Moody drags him down for a gain of about 4 to make it 2nd down and 6. The first Ethan Moody sighting. Keith, anything on the sideline you seeing from the line of scrimmage?
Back.
Markey stands shotgun, 3 down low, 1 to his left. Takes a snap, rolls out. Canes trying to get pressure. He'll throw it up to the sideline. Overthrown. Looked like there was a cane behind him, and Titus Sessions couldn't get to it. Makes it 3rd down and 5.
Just got a score alert. Pottersville's up 7-0.
Playing the 2A powerhouse of Abbeville High School. That was a shootout a year ago. Big 3rd down here. The Canes couldn't score in their last drive. Looking for the crowd to get behind them here on 3rd down at home. 3rd down and 6. Founders 3rd down for the Canes. Markey trying to get someone to jump. He'll take a look to the sideline. Timeout. Canes 3rd down and 6. We come back with 1:39 to go on the Wren Broadcast Network.
To share more with you, so please give us a call today and see if MileWise is a fit for you and a loved one.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
Back in action, the Canes defense steps back on the field for a big play here early in a tied ball game at 7. As we inch close to the end of the first quarter, Sammy Brown will be the man in the backfield. They've tested the Canes sideline to sideline here early. 3rd down and 6. Piedmont trying to get on the back of the defense.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a good timeout or not. He was out on the last one, so we'll see.
1 up top, 1 down low. Snap, he'll look to throw. Pressure, trying to get there for the Canes, out of bounds. And it is incomplete. The Canes make a stand on 3rd and 6. And here comes the punt team for the Dragons. At least I thought it was the punt team. Sammy Brown's the man standing at the 30. And he will be the punter. So the man of all traits is the Clemson commit.
So eyes up, don't jump.
Especially on 4th and 6. You make it 4th and 1, you know where they're going.
Yeah, watch for the fake.
Yeah. That's kind of scary, giving him a head of steam with blockers in front of him. 4th down and 6. Let's see what the Dragons do. Tyler Morgan stands on the 21 correction. And it is a rugby-style punt that hits the 20 and takes a Dragon bounce inside the 10. And, man, he can do wonders. All the way down to the 4. And 1 has left his footprint on the first half already. That's where the Canes will go to work, inside the 5. Here with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. And I mean, number 4 team in Georgia, from what the Canes were a year ago, what more can you ask for here in quarter number 1?
Yeah, I'm not disappointed at all. We, couple of mistakes, come out here, get ready for a game. Like I said, it's our first game for the season, so they've had time to warm up. You can do the scrimmages, the jamborees, and 7-on-7s, but it's not the game.
It is not 11-on-11 full padded against the number 4 team in Georgia.
Yeah, so.
And that's where Colton Bagwell comes into play here. 1st down and 10. Canes got to go pretty much 96 yards if they want 7. Bagwell takes a snap, drops back to throw. He'll go outside to Seth Hickerson for a quick gain of 11. And a 1st down instantly for the Canes offense.
Yeah, we got to move the ball. We can't afford to do a punt from back that far. So,
especially with the snaps we've seen so far on punts. Bagwell looking to go a little bit faster. He'll take a snap, drop back to throw once again. He looks sideline, Seth Hickerson beat, but he got grabbed. No flag on the sideline. Seth Hickerson, we saw that exact play against.
They missed that call. He had him. He was holding for 4 yards.
Seth Hickerson beat against a Razorback last week on that exact play, and as soon as I looked up, I was like, "That's a touchdown." He's to the crib, and you see the jersey be grabbed. No call there. 2nd down and 10. Canes will switch to a pod set at the bottom of your screen with Hickerson up top. If you're the Dragons, now you gotta pay attention to 1. Bagwell takes a snap, hands off to Reese Price. He's got a whole left side, jukes it up the middle. Sammy Brown takes him down, but he makes it 3rd down a little more manageable at 3rd and 4, maybe even 3rd and 3. That's a good sign, Keith, for the run game.
It is. So you got to show them some different offenses and see which one works.
3rd down and 3, snap. Bagwell will keep it left side, gets a 1st down, a little bit more, cuts it outside.
There he
hits the 35 to 40. He's going to be tracked down to the 50-yard line, but hello, CB4. Colton Bagwell standing at a solid 5'8", maybe about 50. Gets a Tony's Pizza and Subs 1st down for the Canes, and they're at the 47. 1 up top, 3 down low. The Canes have kind of hurried up this last drive. Bagwell takes snap, looks to throw at the bottom of your screen. He gets a guard driven all the way back in the backfield. He's rolling to the sideline, throws it up, has Carson Bryant for maybe a 1st down.
Yeah, we got another 1st down there.
Tony's 1st down at the 40, and I talked about that guy in the Easley scrimmage. Carson Bryant's going to be a name to keep an eye on as a freshman.
I'm not sure exactly who that nose guard, but I felt like we was watching the blind side there for a second.
Yeah, I hate to keep beating up on Michael Orr with all the things happening in the news, but
Sammy Brown's a big guy, but Blake, I think you can take him.
Yeah. Snap, handoff to Reese Price, right side, and hello, Sammy Brown, and seal gain maybe 1.
Yeah, I think out of all the positions, I would not want to be a center. Yeah,
not right now. No. As this Canes offensive line has held its own here early. So we hit 33 seconds. Oh, correction, the clock is running and running fast on the big board.
So they give us a yard on that one.
It is 2nd and 9, but I think Freight may be letting the clock run out here in the first quarter. Never mind. Snap. He'll throw out to Reese Price left side looking for a block. He'll get one from Seth Hickerson. Breaks a tackle. 1st down, Canes. That'll win the first quarter with a Tony's Pizza and Sub 1st down. But for everyone at home, the Canes are driving and tied at 7. As we'll be right back.
Well,
1st down, the clock is stopped.
So
now they're rolling.
Yeah. Another update, Pottersville's up 14-0.
Keith hit us with a 14-0 update. The Patriots trying to bounce back from a week ago. The Canes trying to do the unthinkable in Piedmont and take down the Dragons.
And we are moving.
Yeah, 7-7. We'll be back in the second quarter in Piedmont.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals. On time and friendly.
Keep your septic system running smoothly. For a limited time, we're offering septic tank pumping for just $399. Call Preferred Home Services today to take advantage of this offer.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Home Services. Go, 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 Preferred.
Congratulations to head coach Amy Godfrey. She was named the SCHSL Coach of the Year for all classifications as she won 3A Region 2, the Upper State Championship, the State Championship, and South Carolina Volleyball Coach of the Year. She will be recognized at the annual awards dinner this July.
Blop, blop.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Jugga, 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 jugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services. We'll fix that too. Contact us.
Back here at home. For everyone tuning in, we thank everyone far and away. Jefferson County here in Piedmont couldn't make the game tonight. We thank you for tuning in. Blake Miller, Keith Evans at the top of the booth here on the Founders Federal Credit Union booth. Keith Evans on the sideline, of course, as usual. Canes offense looking for a new name to run out there. And that will be number 50, Gabriel Castillo, who's been rotating in at guard.
Started the second quarter. We're 7-7. Canes driving.
2 up top, 1 down low. Bagwell, loose snap. He has to fall on it. He picks it up. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll drive back to the, let's say, 34-yard line. So a loss of 5 on play number 1 here in quarter 2.
Yeah, that's, snaps have been kind of iffy.
Yeah, on all aspects of snaps.
Yeah, if you look at who he's got coming at him, that's probably got him by a foot and 100 pounds.
Got to think about that when you're kind of critiquing a center like that. He's thinking about 2 different things right now. But the Canes still in plus territory. Bagwell sees the pressure looming from the Dragons, takes a snap. He's got pressure behind him, steps up in the pocket, throws to the sideline. Parker Bell will be up close to the 20-yard line. Let's see where they mark him, the 22, 21. So make it 3rd down and a little bit more manageable.
Should be the 21.
There you go, Evans right there on top of it.
Right on it, 21-yard line, 3rd down, and let's say a long 2, closer to 3. Bagwell takes a snap, hands it off, looking for a hole up the middle. He's got nothing.
Whoa, now, come on.
A little extracurricular. He's, looks like, going to be spotted at the 20. And Ethan Moody will check in at running back.
So what do you do here?
That's the thing. It's a little up in the air. We've seen the Canes kick a field goal from this distance in a scrimmage on the opposite side of the field, so it's an option.
But with the snaps.
Yeah.
Tonight,
you don't want to maybe test it. It's 4th down, and it feels like a long 1.
1 long yard's all we got.
Yeah, and that's why I think 3 is checked in the ball game. Ethan Moody, the hard-nosed tailback, looking to go through anyone and everyone. Snap. He'll be the blocker. Bagwell looks to get the 1st down, and he got it.
What you got, Evans?
1st down.
1st down flag at the 5 late. Seth Hickerson was kind of
1st down. We got it. They give it to us.
More like it is a 1st down. Want to check that flag late. It'll be post play either way. Seth Hickerson was the man walking away. I don't know what happened. They're talking about it with Canes O-linemen. Canes O-linemen don't look too pleased. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. And unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense. So offsetting penalties hopefully makes it 1st down and 10. Or are they going to replay the down? They shouldn't replay the down if it's post play. I'm really confused on why the sticks haven't moved. It is a 1st down and 10 for the Canes at the 18. Parker Bell looks like he's in a tight end. Anthony Freight will go have a talk with the ref.
It's going to be a first down.
It is a first down as the sticks have moved on the opposite side. And they look to get that squared away with number 1. 2 up top, 1 down low. Tony's Pizza first down for the Canes. Bagwell takes a snap, looks to throw left side. He looks to the end zone, steps up in the pocket. He's collapsed on in the backfield for a sack. Makes it second down and let's say 14, maybe even 15. So we get the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. Hickerson at the bottom of your screen. Bell in the slot up top with more than likely Kemp and Beneker. Price back in the backfield with Bagwell. Takes a snap. He looks to throw on second down. Goes to the left side. It's, I want to say, batted to the left, but could have been just a miss. So that'll bring up 3rd and long. We talked about it earlier. This has been field goal range for the Canes. If it stays 4th and 14, I wouldn't be shocked to see Freight run Acevedo out there to try to steal 3. Chris Padermo, the new OC, will be the man calling in the plays with Carson Bryant in the ball game up top. Extra blocker on the line. 3 wideouts out there. Bagwell look to QB draw right side, and Sammy Brown tracks him down for a loss of 1. So that'll make it 4th down and 16, closer to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Anthony Freight does in his big first decision here in the second quarter.
You know, you'd hate to know that we did what we've done and go away with no points.
Yeah.
But at the same point.
Especially driving all the way down inside the 20. Looks like the offense will stay out there. So this is a throwing down. Going to have to heave one. You like Braden Beneker in the slot if you're a Cane. Bagwell takes a snap, drops back. He looks to throw. Braden Beneker left side. No, he'll go up to Seth Hickerson. Oh, he can't bring it down, but he's getting face guarded and no flag. 2 flags that should have been called against Seth Hickerson with no laundry on the field.
Pass interference not called.
Seth Hickerson's got to be livid tonight.
And there goes the coaches.
And Anthony Freight is all over it already. I mean, that is never turned around to look for the football and ran Seth Hickerson into the almost a field goal post. But the Dragons will take over, first down and 10 at the 24-yard line. All knotted up.
You're exactly right, Blake. He's got to make a play on the ball. He can't just run through him.
Yeah, he can't not look at the football at least. As Markey in first down, he'll keep it. Kane's trying to get outside. They have a couple of defenders there, and he's tackled up past the 30. He'll be marked right on the 30.
About 6 or 7 on the.
So the Dragons trying to get a little finesse going in this run game, trying to get outside. They've seen that's worked here early. Dallas Russell's the man in the backfield. No wide receivers on the, correction, they'll have 2 lined up on the line of scrimmage close to the right. Puts a man in motion, snap, handoff to Russell. Kane's trying to get in the backfield. They can't get him down instantly. And it'll be a first down for Dallas Russell and the Dragons. So this has been an absolute brawl here in the first, let's say, a little over 16, 17 minutes of this football game. And we're all knotted at 7. Marquis stands shotguns. They go fast. Pitch outside. Kane's trying to get to him. They do. Champ Reeves is the man outside with Alex McCrary closely behind him. Makes it second down. And I want to say 15.
Also had an offensive lineman in the secondary. I don't know how they missed that.
They've missed a couple tonight, Keith. So big play there on first down. Makes it second down long. This is one of the key to the game. Make him throw here. Snap. He'll hand it off to Russell. He has a gap right side. Kane's got to get him down. And they do up towards the 40 at the 39. So third down and 6. That's what we talked about in pregame, Keith. Putting them in passing downs.
Yeah. So third and long. So see what they do. I'd love to get a stop here.
Big play here. Third down and 6. Brown in the backfield. Snap. He'll fake it. Throw it left side. Kane's trying to get back to it. And Titus Sessions, I want to say, is on that opposite side, couldn't get back to the football, and it's going to be a first down for the Dragons up close to the 50. First down and 10. Almost got back to it. It was Titus Sessions. He's trying to get off the football field, it looked like. He'll make it to the bottom side of your screen. They'll hand the ball off up the middle and gains 5 or 6. Up into Cane territory of the 45. And right now, it kind of feels like they're just gashing them.
We've got to swap out a couple of players. And,
they're going fast. Markey shotgun. He'll snap, hand it off to Brown once again up the middle. He'll get close to a first down up towards the 40 at the 39. Right on that line of scrimmage. And Titus Sessions, you can feeling that play he almost made on 3rd down and 6.
Got a Cane slow to
We
get
got a
up.
man down, slow getting up.
It is Alex McCrary, a name we talked about pregame. We got to watch as an outside linebacker.
Ethan O'Brien looks like he's coming in to replace him.
It will be number 26. Also out there for the Canes, Ethan Jerebeck, one of the Jerebeck brothers, out there playing corner / outside linebacker for the Canes. Hopefully 11's okay and able to come back in. We know he didn't play in that Walhalla scrimmage a week ago. Trying to keep him healthy. Canes looking for a run stopper right now. First down and 10. Markey takes a snap, handoff up the middle to Sammy Brown. The Canes are there, short gain. Maybe 3. That's a positive change for the Canes defense. Make it 2nd down and 7. Feels like we're flying through this first half. Already 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Markey takes a snap. He'll fake it, look to throw. He's going right side deep. Can Titus Sessions get to it? He picked it in the end zone. Canes football. Titus Sessions makes a big-time play for the Canes.
And the most important thing, no flag on the play.
They're not liking to throw flags tonight. Titus Sessions on a bad foot, goes up and makes a play on the football, and it's 7-all. And the Canes have all the momentum in Piedmont. A timeout on the field for the officials. And Cane Nation erupting after what felt like, I just looked over at Keith and said, it feels like they're gashing us. We got to make a stand here soon, and that play is exactly what we needed.
So our Canes hadn't gave up. You know, you're too early to give up anyway, but when we came in, how electrifying it seems like the team is this year. You see a different team to me this year than what we had last year. There's more excitement, more oomph.
I also think that involves the Jordan Millers, the Anthony Freights of the world, of a different philosophy, a different mindset of we can't quit. That's not an option here. And so far, so good. 7-all with 5:47 to go here in the second quarter. We took a timeout more than likely for the heat as the sun is set, so it is still a little humid. The Canes are out there offensively, but Dragons defense looks like they're getting set in a huddle. Seth Higgerson walks right back out there. He's been so close to so many big plays that have been very up in the air of pass interference that he get grabbed. You feel like he's going to beat sooner or later and be able to be open. As Colton Bagwell's been nice on the ground. A couple big runs on that touchdown drive earlier in the football game. And honestly, the pocket's been nice for 4 as well. A couple sacks, but, I mean, this is a really good defense for the Dragons.
Yeah. If we can get that, we're still moving the ball. Hey.
No negatives so far in my book. 7-all against the number 4 team in Georgia. Canes Nation will take it. Just got to give these guys a chance, and they'll seize it. 2 up top, 2 down low as we're ready to go once again. Bagwell stands shotgun with Price to his left. Snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go left side, has a man up towards the 25-yard line. That will be Deuce. Brayton Binnicker up for a gain of 5. That's been Colton's main target so far tonight. 3 up top, 1 down low. Snap, hand off to Price, looking for a hold, doesn't really have one. don't think he gained much at all. 3rd down and 5.
Hunter Walker in on that tackle, number 59.
As we approach 5 minutes, that last Canes drive took a lot of time off the clock. Don't want to give the Dragons football back with 5 minutes to go. 2 up top, 2 down low. Snap, look to throw once again. Got pressure in his face, but a nice pocket overall. He'll roll up top. He'll roll back to the bottom, looking for a receiver. Didn't get a block. Try to beat a man to the 30. Did he get it? Yes, he did. CB4 with a first down.
First down.
A Tony's first down. And, man, does the kid got guts.
Yeah, we got by with the flag on that one. I guess they figured they needed to give us one.
I feel like we earned it.
Yeah.
First down, Keith's watching his guys, the Hog Mollies up front.
Yeah, I'm watching these big guys, yeah.
Pod set up top, 1 down low. Bagwell takes a snap, hands off to Reese Price, looking for an outside edge, hits a gap, spin move, flag in the backfield.
Yeah.
If that is on the Canes, that'll be the 2nd on the offensive line tonight. False start on drive number 1. That looks like it's going to be in the holding area. And it is. So that'll make 1st down and 10, turn into 1st down and 20 with 4:54 to go.
Yeah. On top of being a good defense, they have, and then, just the heat and laying on top of each other, you're wearing out. Some of our guys already got their hands on their hips, but
trying to just make it a halftime here.
Yeah.
If you're one of the guys up front or a defensive lineman, you're like, guys, can we keep driving?
Yeah,
we need all the time we can to get our air back. 2 up top, 2 down low, 1st down, and you would think 20. Looks like it. 2 up top, 2 down low. Price in the backfield to his left. Snap, looked to throw, pump fakes, thought about it, trying to get outside the pocket, makes a move, drives all the way to the bottom of the screen, has Reese Price at the 25, gets a block, and a flag late. And I think that what you were talking about earlier, they just got called. And man, if you're a Cane fan, it hurts. Because you know how non-flag happy we've seen this crew be all night. You just call it intentional grounding?
I couldn't tell what that was.
I think he called a chop block. I think he called a chop block.
Oh. He was standing beside the offensive lineman, an eligible receiver downfield. That's what I expected.
That's what I was expecting there.
Anthony Freitas letting him have it on the sideline.
I think now he's calling an eligible receiver, but I don't know what the call is. They keep changing it.
He called a chop block, like I think what you said first. What sucks about that is a play like that doesn't have anything to do with what happened with the rest of the play, and we've missed 2 big calls for the Canes. As this crew in week number 1 has been a fun one, as it looks like it's going to be backed up a little bit more. If we wave it off, we're coming back down here.
That's why I thought they were calling the eligible receiver, but he wasn't.
Yeah. The only reason I was confused is because he was standing in the middle of all the offensive linemen. So if he was going to make a call, that had to be the call. Well, it's going to be 2nd down and, let's say, 5.
I think they're just looking for something they hadn't called yet.
Yeah. Well, they need to find pass interference pretty soon. We got to get that off the bingo card here late. 3 up top, 1 down low. Canes looking to drive with 4:45 to go. And a stoppage of play. We're going to talk about it now. We already had a late kickoff. We won't be here any later than we need to be.
Now he's got to go over and talk to Jefferson's coach.
Now we got to re-explain it.
Let's see here. We had a chop block. We had a man
we thought about calling pass interference maybe 1 through twice.
Be careful, Keith. They might call something on you.
Man, referees in high school football just never fail to amaze me week in and week out. Feels like it gets more and more interesting as we go along. Looks like Jefferson head coach not happy with the talk that he got from the head ref. Canes will take it, though. Makes a 1st down and 20 turn into a 2nd and 5. Canes looking for some points.
So, look, Coach, we let you get by with about 4 or 5 at least. You know, we're going to let
To be honest, Coach, they should probably be up 21-7 right now, but we got to let it get away from us. 2nd down and 5. Finally ready to get back to work. 3 up top, 1 down low. Price to his left. Look at that sideline. Bagwell takes a snap. He looks to throw. What a line for the Canes. Trying to throw behind the receiver. He'll just get it out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. I want to say he was expecting a comeback from Reese Price and didn't get it. 3rd down and 5. And I know you're keeping an eye on him. This offensive line is doing a really good job tonight.
Yeah, they are. I'm giving them a hard time, but yeah.
I mean, it's a mistake every once in a while, but, I mean, against a defense like this, you got to take it. 3rd down and 5. 3 up top, 1 down low. Snap, looking to throw once again. Has pressure in his face. Overshoots a man. And Braden Benneker to make it 4th down. He had pressure in his face. That'll more than likely force the Canes to punt. And that will bring out the punt team. This has been a group that's had some wins and had some losses tonight. We've got a fumble recovery that turned into a touchdown. Every one of these snaps have rolled to Anthony Acevedo, and every single one has been inches from being blocked. So let's hope Acevedo can boom one here.
Looks like Rodney Hinton, if I can read that number correct. Yeah, we definitely don't need them to go in at halftime. We need to stop here since they're getting the ball back second half. But.
Snap to Acevedo's good. Flag. Back up the Canes, more than likely 5 yards. And it will. See if the Canes bring in the Gunners, and it looks like that's exactly what they'll do. They give more blockers for Acevedo. And Hinton will make his way up to the 40, so hoping Anthony booms one here. Don't want to give him good field position. Another flag. But the bad thing is about that one is the ref didn't call it until the Jefferson player pointed it out.
Yeah.
You can't make a call off of what a player says. You got to be able to see the call.
Mental mistakes.
Another 5 yards, and the farther we go back, the better field position for the Dragons. Fourth down and 15. Acevedo stands at his own 12. Just got to get it away. At this point, don't care how far it is, just get it away. Snap, high. And it's almost blocked. He has to just kick it away. Oh, did he? Oh, thought maybe a Dragon touched it, but the Dragons will have the football inside Cane territory at the 27.
They did touch it.
He did touch it.
We got on it. We didn't get on it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, 4-17 Dragon football, and they have it in a great position here in People. I'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Dimitra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Dimitra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom. Offering the selection of a major city retailer, from hair to makeup to photos, Dimitra is committed to making all eyes turn when you enter the room. Visit our website right now. Print your instant Dimitra formal wear savings coupon. Dimitra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive.
So the Dragons with a chance to strike before halftime. The Canes defense has stood tall so far with a couple turnovers. Dallas Russell and Mr. Markey stand in the backfield.
Really need to stop right here. Be awesome to have a turnover.
Another one would be big, hopefully for 6 this time. Markey takes a snap. He'll hand off to Russell right side. Canes kind of get him down, and they do for a short gain of 4. That gets taken down in 6. Came Saunders, Alex McCurry, a couple of guys out there to make the tackle. Sun has went down. Humidity felt like it has kind of gone up. Need a little wind to blow to our back. As the Dragons drive with under 4 minutes to go now. Markey, snap. He'll fake it. Look to throw. Has a guy in the flat. He's got pressure. Throws behind him. Somehow makes the catch and breaks a tackle inside the 15 down to the 13 for a first down. What a catch. That play felt like it was falling apart. Somehow got the ball in the flat. First down and 10. Dragons inching closer to 7.
They can get a first down before the goal line.
Snap, handoff to Mr. Brown. The Canes are in the backfield but can't bring him down. Breaks a tackle trying to get to the end zone. Pylon. Touchdown, Dragons. Sammy Brown from about 13 out gives the Dragons the lead to make it 13-7.
Like I said, you can't hit that guy up high.
Good news for Canes fans is 3:22 on the clock. Plenty of time to go even this thing up. But the offense has kind of started to sputter here later in the first half. As the Dragons look to kick the PAT. Taylor McCall on to kick. Waiting on a snap. Finally get it. Snap down, kick up. Good. Dragons strike quickly. 14-7, the Canes trail here at home.
Greenville.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Joker, 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 joker.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services.
Whether you've got slow drains or clogged drains, take advantage of our 93 or its free sewer drain clearing special. We'll even include a camera inspection and 1-year no clog guarantee.
Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Back here at home, the Dragons, the kick, Tyler Morgan and Seth Hickerson stand at the 10-5. These have been deep kicks. One, Tyler Morgan brought to the 50, and the other one went to the end zone. So obviously they don't want to kick it at 22. And they'll actually kick it right to him. Correction on my part. Oh, he's in the end zone. So the Canes will go to work back at the 25. Down 14-7, the first time the Canes have trailed this year so far.
Keep the no mistakes on the sideline and let's drive down the field.
Those short passes have been the things working for the Canes, as it looks like Tyler Morgan's trying to plead his case to officials. Maybe defensively looking for holds and such. This Canes offense, it's looked good in some aspects, but it gets to a point and it feels like it breaks down. First down and 10, looking for a drive. Plenty of time, 3:21. Like the size mismatch over here closest to you. Pod set up top, Seth Hickerson, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. Snap, Bagwell hand off to Price, up the middle looking for a hole, fights his way for a hard 2 and takes a pop from Sammy Brown late. Second down and a long 8. I can see the Canes put it in the air. 3 minutes to go.
Looks like number 10, we got a little confusion on going on down here.
Snap. They'll go to the opposite side. Low throw caught for a gain of about 4.
On an incomplete, I believe.
See where they put it. Looks like they're walking it back to the original line of scrimmage. It will be 3rd down and 8. Ethan Harkness couldn't get it off the ground. Pod sent to the bottom, one up top. Back in the backfield. 3rd down and 8. Big play here. Snap. He'll keep it right side, looking for a hole. He gets grabbed and thrown down. It'll be 4th down and short. Timeout Dragons. More than likely the Canes will have to punt. We'll take a quick break at 2:38. Come right back here on a 4th down and short for the Canes.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs. And it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be. And worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
Once upon a time, moving
back here in Piedmont, this has been a problem so far tonight. 4th down and 5. Acevedo, low snaps, high snaps. Late.
Ryan, a player on late.
Late add-on and Mr. Jerebeck. Timeout. Looks like coming from the Canes. With 2:38. You really don't want to give them good field position. You want to make them throw and drive their way down the field. Don't let them run the ball down your throat for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we need a clean kick here.
Boomer. That's the thing. We've seen a couple nice punts tonight that have driven them back and made them drop the football. Just got to have a good snap here. Can't jump off and get a false start. Got to keep this at 4th and 4 and be able to get it off. Mr. Hinton will be the man standing at the 50. You get a talk from his coach. And Acevedo stands inside his 15. So if you don't think this is a big play, this is a big play at home if you're tuning in late. Need a perfect snap, perfect kick from 19. Snap good, kick off. Boomer, 2, over Hinton's head maybe. He fair catches it at the 35. That's where the Dragons will go to work. So good to see. Good all around.
That's what we needed right there. Now we need a defense to step up and get a 3 and out.
Last drive, I know, give up 6. Can't put it all on them. They're kind of got their backs against the end zone. They hadn't been out there long ago before. Get a little rest in between. Now they can go to work with a lot of field behind them and try to make Markey make a mistake.
Yeah, we need a good way to end the defensive side of it going into halftime.
2 minutes, 32 seconds. 1st down and 10 for Mr. Markey. 1 up top, 2 down low, puts a man in motion. Snap, handoff to Russell in the backfield. Canes can't get him. He's going to get outside, looking to beat a corner to the edge. He breaks another tackle. He's inside Cane territory. All the way up past the Canes 45, and so far Dallas Russell's, or Sandy Brown's been a touchdown man, but Mr. Russell's been the man gashing the Canes. Cam Sanders checks back in. 1st down and 10, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Russell stays in the ball game. Snap, fumble, Canes got to pick it up. Oh, and they can't get to it. The Dragons are going to lose 4 or 5 yards. Oh my goodness, if a Cane could have realized that ball was snapped, that's a touchdown. It's going to be 2nd down and 15 now for the Dragons. That's a win in the Canes book. Nate Markey throw the football as we hit under 2 minutes. Will the Dragons accept the lead and try to run this clock out? They stand on the Canes 49. Markey takes a snap, looks a throw. He's got pressure up the middle, throws it out to the sideline. Hinton, he heard the footsteps. Ethan Jerebeck had him walk down and was ready to lay the boom. It's going to make it 3rd down and 11. The clock's going to stop. You see the Premier Car Restoration and Collision Center instant replay. Alex McCrary tells the Canes faithful to get up and make some noise. 3rd down and 15. Big play here to try and get the football back. 1 minute, 40 seconds. Founders 3rd down for the Canes defense. Markey, shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Canes trying to get some pressure, can't get anyone in the backfield. He's going to go middle of the field. Canes can't come up with it. But hello, Tyler Morgan. T22 comes flying in from the secondary and makes a big play to stop the clock at 1:34, and the Dragons, let's see if they punt it. Sammy Brown will be the man to step out there, so that's what they'll be doing. And that's what you call taking the momentum away.
Yeah, the defense needed that.
Tyler Morgan, after making that play, will stand inside the 15. We saw Sammy Brown punt early in this ballgame. He can boom one. He gets good bounces. Obviously trained on it. Snap. Good. Brown gets one off. It is deep and straight. Morgan fair catches it inside the 10. And a nice catch of that. That's where the Canes will go to work. With 1:29, we'll take a quick break, come back. As the Canes look to tie it up before halftime.
Moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving.
Have no fear. The hunks are here.
College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
Thank you to
Back to work here at home. Canes with not a lot of time to work with. 1:29 here in the first half. Down 7 to the number 4 team in Georgia. Pod set up top, 1 down low. More than likely Seth Higgerson. Snap. Hand off to Price. He's got a man in the backfield he can't get away from. He'll be tackled for a loss of 2. Back inside the 10. Not a good start to this drive with almost a minute left. Let's see if Jefferson starts using timeouts and tries to get them a football back. You wouldn't think so, the way that they've been throwing the football and the Canes have been flying, but looks like they will use one.
I think they heard you.
We hit a minute and 1 second. Second 12. We'll be right back here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 White Horse Road.
Canes walk back on the field. 2nd down and 11. They have a minute. This is I think a big step forward in the fans figuring out who Anthony Freight and Chris Perdermo are on offense. You have a minute left. Are you going to try to run the football and take your 7-point deficit? Or are you going to try to push this ball downfield and try to steal points? 3 up top, 1 down low. Running game hasn't been working. He'll hand it off to Price nonetheless. Looking to run out some clock. Right, Price trying to break a tackle. He gets up past the 10. Makes it 3rd down and 8. Under a minute, and Jefferson will more likely use their last timeout.
Well, score update. Pottersville's 20. Abbeville 3.
So Pattersville's responded since their loss to Broome. Of course, we know Austin will give us halftime scores from around the region more than likely on the halftime show.
We was talking about how quick the game seemed like it's going. It's 9 o'clock already.
Yeah, it went fast early, and this second quarter's kind of slowed itself down. A lot of incomplete passes, a lot of timeouts, a lot of figuring out what the call was. And to be honest, a lot of people around the region, I think, in the high school media world or just fans of other teams, even some Cane fans, you would have told them Cane's down 7. Getting close to halftime, they'd have been like, number 4 team in Georgia? You're funny, my guy. And the Canes are sticking right around. They won't, I want to say they will not get the football halftime. I think Jefferson starts out with it because they deferred, if I am correct. So this will be the last time the Canes get it in half number 1. With 50 seconds, big third down here. You get a third down, you can kind of run it out, take it at halftime. You don't, you know Jefferson's going to use another timeout and make you punt. 1 up top, 1 down low. Let's see if they run it one more time. Snap. Bagwell will run it, looking to get to the outside, trying to cut it back in. Gets up close to the 15. That's all they'll get, as we are under 40 seconds, and I don't know if they can use any more timeouts. They do not.
I thought they had already used one.
Yeah,
earlier.
that's what I was thinking when they used the second one a while ago. I was like, how many more they got? They don't have another one, but I think the Canes will be forced to punt. Then the Canes are going to use a timeout.
The clock's going to run out.
Yeah. Maybe the Canes have to.
And then you just hope for the clean kick like we had last time.
Will they let them run it out?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a wallet brought to the press box. Check your belongings. If you are missing any wallets, please go to the press box.
We will go to halftime. Canes down 14-7. We'll take a break. I'll come back here in a second and give you scores from around the region here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
All right, Anthony Freight here. The freight train has arrived. Coach, I think we played well in the first half, just a yellow flag down.
Yeah, we just got to find a way to, play a little cleaner and everything be all right. The kids are playing hard. They're playing for a great community. So I'm excited for them. See what happens in the second half.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Glad you're here.
84 Lumber, now hiring Pittsburgh area manager trainees. Apply today and receive an $840 signing bonus.
Here at Cox & Cole Attorneys at Law, we've got 2 attorneys, West Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our client.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
On time and friendly. Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend prompt service, technician with skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals. Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space? We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Welcome back to the halftime report. The orthodontist. Woodruff up on Fountain Inn 23-6 in the second. Palmetto losing once again 21-0 to Seneca. And Powdersville with a response after losing to Broome last week, taking down a two-way powerhouse in Abbeville 27-3 at half. And BHP wake them up over there in Belton in the rivalry game 24-14 at half. And Southside losing to that powerhouse Christchurch 48-0 at halftime. Again, the Canes have slowed down offensively here at home, down 14-7, but you got to like what you got to see. I just looked over at Austin and said, you know what? Losing single digits to a team that beat you by 30 a year ago is progress, and they've done more than earn the support that they've gotten tonight here in half number one. Of course, a lot of football to go. A lot of big things can happen, but the Canes have a fighting chance. That is a 3A Region 2 Week 1 score update and the orthodontist halftime report. I'm Blake Miller. We'll be right back for second half kickoff here in Piedmont. back here in Piedmont, South Carolina. The Canes trail 14-7. If you can tell a little difference in quality down the stretch, know that we are fighting against a gigabyte usage rate on a hotspot that we thought we wouldn't have to use at home. So work in progress still with Wi-Fi here at home. We'll figure it out. And everyone at home, pray we get through the last seconds here tonight and the Canes come home with a dub, and that's all that will matter. The Canes to kick first. At the 40, Anthony Acevedo has the green tee in his hand, and the Dragons look to return. Let's see what that Anthony Freight speech did to this football team in his first halftime as the Canes head coach. 9:26, the start of half number 2 between the number 4 ranked team in Georgia, the Jefferson Dragons, and the Wren Hurricanes in 3A here in South Carolina. Acevedo walks up, pooch, right side over the head of a Dragon, but caught up close to the 35-yard line, so that's where the Dragons will go to work. We've seen this Canes defense, Keith, be, I want to say pushed around at points, but they always seem to respond when they need it.
And that's the thing. I don't think there's that much adjustments that has to be made, so it's just keep your head. We're still in the ball game. Let's march forward. And,
I think the big thing is capitalize.
Yeah.
You've had the turnovers. You've had the field position. Take control and capitalize. The Dragons start out with Brown in the backfield. They'll move him out wide. At wide out. So only Markey stands in the backfield. Snap. He'll roll out to the Buyer screen. Just throw it up. And he has a wide open hitting at the 50. And maybe a touchdown saving tackle from Brandon Kirby in Cane territory.
Flag on the play.
And there is a flag that is in the area of holding. Ethan Moody seems to like it. He's giving us a little backup dance. And the student section lets them know that you cannot, in fact, do that.
Wait till the ball is moved with these referees. Let's make sure we're going the right direction.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I should be bashing. I'm not out there doing it. So.
Let's be honest, should be 1st and 20 here. He's just trying to make sure it's not 1st and 19. See how far they back it up. Looks like 1st and 15.
An eligible man downfield.
Keith coming in clutch. Not holding. Moves a man in motion. Brown in the backfield. Snap, handoff to one. Canes load up the middle of the field. Can they make an outside tackle? They do. Brown moves the pile up for a gain of 4 to make it 2nd down and 11. So good start for the Canes defense. 2nd down and long. Want to put Markey in these situations where he has to throw the football. 2nd down 11 for Markey and the Dragons. Cane defense not tired anymore. Here to open up the second half. Play action. Cane's trying to get in the backfield. They'll throw it up. Looking to make a play. Did he drop it? Brandon Kirby says no, and the ref agrees. Big breakup from number 7. Brandon Kirby's had his handprints all over this football game. Big 3rd down to start the second half as the Canes defense tries to make a stop as it's a Founders Federal Credit Union 1st down, and the Canes faithful trying to get behind them. 3rd and 11. Brown in the backfield. Markey takes a snap. He'll pump fake. Not a lot of pressure behind him. He throws in the middle of the field. Brandon Kirby's there again. Hello, 7. Seatbelt check for Brandon Kirby. Big 3rd down stop from 7. That's what you need.
That's what we need.
That's exactly what you need. 7 comes up clutch, back-to-back plays, and maybe T22, a.k.a. Bones Morgan, can change this game quickly. Sammy Brown's been a nice punter today. He's done everything else pretty nice. He's been booming them. Morgan hasn't really had a chance to return. He's got a lot of field in front of him here. Brown gets it off. It's a straight line drive over the head of Morgan. He lets it bounce. He thinks about going to pick it up. Doesn't. What a punt from the 5-star linebacker as the Canes start inside their 10 once again. And this has been the problem for the Canes. Not really a problem, it's just not capitalizing in moments they've been able to have opportunities, Keith.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but still early in the season. So.
Early in this ball game.
Early in the ball game, and you're up against a big team. So.
Third quarter, 10:57 to go. They're talking about it at the 50. Don't know what they're talking about.
I thought I saw he's standing over there at a flag. Looks like.
Ethan Mayfield looking for it is a flag at the feet of the top referee.
Look at that camera zooming in. We got it right there.
So let's find out what this is all about. If it's on the Canes during the punt, it moves the Dragons up. You may want to repunt or go for it. Unless it's post play.
Hey, Evans, go out there and ask them what's going on.
Go ahead and take your mic out there. Dragons defense already on the...
I think they're playing dice.
Dragons defense already on the field. Still talking about it. They're going to go back down to where they marked the football. This officiating crew's had themselves one special night. A couple big plays missed. Could have been pass interference on Seth Hickerson twice tonight.
I think there's a second flag down here.
It looked like that flag was on the Canes.
Holding on Wren.
So that'll back them deeper into their own territory, inside the 5. Bad thing is they don't have a football. And Anthony Freight is trying to figure out why this flag happened so late. Finally, a football returned, and the Canes will have it on the 4, and this has also been a problem. Field positioning for the Canes offense. A lot of drives inside their own 15. Nonetheless, that's where they go to work with 10:57. Colton Bagwell, been big on his legs tonight. He'll stand his own end zone, 2 up top, 1 down low. Tight end, helping that O-line, trying to stop a blitz. See if the Canes choose to run it. Snap, handoff to Price. Nope, Colton Bagwell, keeper, lowers his head and gets up past the 5, give him a little breathing room on second down. Make it 2nd and 8. Looks like a little switch up in formation. They go 3 up top, 1 down low as Harkness moves out into a slot position with Hickerson. I want to see Braden Binnicker. Snap. Handoff to Price up the middle. He can't find the hole. He'll be stopped almost where he started.
If he could have seen the hole that I seen up here.
It was big.
Yeah, it was big.
He decided to follow the lineman. Nonetheless, 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5. They've kind of etched their way outside of their own end zone. Big third. Go ahead.
Number 59 turns sideways. He can block a hole. He's a big guy.
Big 3rd down here for CB4 and the Canes. Snap. It's into the end zone for Colton. He's got to fall on it, trying to get out of the end zone. He won't. And a safety for the first offensive drive. No hands being thrown up. Finally, a safety being called on the Canes offense. Makes it 16-7. And the worst side of that is Jefferson gets the football back. That's been a problem also tonight. Snap.
So what do? You know, he's being overpowered, and you got to figure out how to keep that concentration to get it back there to your quarterback.
We've seen punt snaps been a little off. A lot of flags on the punt team. And there's been 2 or 3 snaps that have just kind of been out wide to the left of Colton Bagwell. And that one eventually makes the Canes pay and gives up points. Anthony Freight talked about that in the pregame show. Can't beat ourselves. If we're going to lose this game, we got to lose because they just came in here and beat us.
I think at this point, I know every team's got to have it, but it might be time to get up underneath the center.
Yeah, we have not seen that yet from this ball team. Anthony Acevedo comes out after the safety. If I'm right, I think he has to punt this ball.
Yeah.
He'll punt it from the 20. Everything going bad for the Canes offense to start out the second half. Defense gets a stop. Instant. Go ahead. No, they're going to let him kick it. Well, Acevedo's been booming them tonight. See if he can boom one deep inside the 30. Would be big for the special teams unit. 16-7, the Dragons lead. 9:40, and a deep pooch right side. Caught at his own 40. Canes out there make a tackle, can't bring him down. He's in Canes territory. And a late extracurricular, still no flag. Late 2 flags will back him up 15 yards. That looks like Braden Beneker, who was the man being pushed downfield late. So a little help for this Canes defense. We've seen a couple turnovers here tonight. Need one badly here in the third. And it is what? A face mask on the Hurricanes. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We just watched a guy get trampled for 10 yards after the whistle was blown, and we get a face mask. There is no chance.
We can't beat ourselves, and
we're not complaining too much, so obviously there's something there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they've seen something.
I get if you see that, I feel like you got to see what was in front of you where you threw the flag in the first place. First down and 10 deeper in Canes territory at the 34. They have Sammy Brown in the backfield. Snap. Hand off to one up the middle. He drives through the Canes defensive line, and they meet the 5-star linebacker for a gain of 4. Good to see that linebacking core not be afraid of hitting the holes. Need another big stop here. He's there in plus territory. We approach the 9-minute mark. One up top, 2 down low. Up back is on the right side of the line for Markey and the Dragons. Need Cam Sanders to come off the ball and get a stop in the backfield here. Snap, pump fake. He's got pressure right in front of him as Pedro's trying to track him down. He's looking for a throw. He's looking for hit and tipped. And it's out of bounds, 3rd down and 5. The Canes were collapsing. That makes it a Founders 3rd down.
It's good to see them get after him that way, put some pressure on the quarterback.
It's been the theme of this defense. You make Markey have to throw the football, they really haven't had any positive plays. Big 3rd down here, got to stop one. They're looking to go fast, trying to get the Canes to jump. Canes Nation trying to rise up behind the defense. Big 3rd down here. Markey claps the handshake, snap, looks to throw. Canes looking for some pressure, doesn't have any. Throw outside, caught, 1st down, Dragons. And that one feels like it sucked some air out of the fan base on this side of the field. 16-7, Dragons driving. Markey shotgun with Brown to his left. Snap, handoff to one. In the backfield, can't bring him down, and they meet him at the line of scrimmage. Hello, Jacoby Dukes. A gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. 8 on your screen. Canes defense looking for one big play. They've had one here early in the red zone tonight. Snap low. Handoff to Brown up the middle. Has a big hole. Jukes back. 1st down and more. Still driving. Touchdown, Sammy Brown. As he just walks through the Canes defense. to make the lead for the Dragons stretch a little bit farther at 22-7, pending the PAT. And how do you stop that?
Arm tackles.
Yeah. Got to hit him. No one wanted to. Sammy Brown makes the Canes defense pay. Makes it a 2-score ball game. 3-score ball game, pending the PAT. Snap down, kick up, almost blocked. It's good. 23-7. The Dragons extend the lead here in the third quarter. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space? We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Back here at home, Canes looking for a spark. To start the game, D22 was the spark. Return the opening kickoff back to the 50. And man, rejuvenation would happen here in the third quarter if he could take one to the crib here. Him and Seth Hickerson. Hickerson a little bit up past the 10. Morgan stands at the 5. McCall the kick. The Canes looking to get back into it. Another look at that sideline cam. Logan Dew, the man behind the camera. Thankful for him tonight. Deep kick, right side. Morgan fading into the end zone. Touchback for the Canes offense as they'll go to work at the 25-yard line.
Can't use his legs.
Yeah. I mean, he's had one return where he had the chance to take it, and he got to the 50. Everything else has been a flag or a touchback. But this is also the first chance we've seen in a while where Colton Bagwell's going to have room to move as he's out of the end zone at the 25. So first chance for this offense to kind of catch its groove back and bring this back to a 1-score ball game. Yeah, they'll go 2 up top, 2 down low for this Padermo-led offense. Under 8 minutes. Bagwell empty. No one in the backfield. He'll look to throw. Snap, drop back. Looking deep left side. Going to Braden Binnicker. Jump ball almost picked and a push off late. And Anthony Freight is livid once again. You could argue uncatchable, but 100% a push off late. Second down and 10 for the Canes. Parker Bell checks in at tight end. Looks like the Canes have kind of figured, you know what? Let's try to air this thing out.
Hadn't really done it this game, so.
Snap. He'll look left side once again, going deep to Seth Hickerson. It's short. And Hickerson comes up wobbly. And also an offensive lineman down. So,
The cramps are taking over.
Yeah, especially here in the third. You kind of been sitting in that locker room for a while. That's exactly what both of these look like. So with 7:37 to go, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, 3rd down and 10 for the Canes offense. They try to get back into this one here at home.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
On time and friendly. Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend prompt service, technician with skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues. 5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
those two names for the Canes, Seth Hickerson and Austin Beers. Again, both look kind of like cramps. We'll get a check-in later from Keith to make sure that's what it was. But here on a third down,
it's definitely cramps.
Now here on third down, you have a new offensive lineman and a new receiver. And a big play here to keep this drive alive when the offense has kind of been stumbling. Bagwell again empty. 4 wide receivers down low. Snap. He's got pressure in his face. Middle of the field, Braden Binnicker, first down and more. The Deuce almost gets loose, but a first down nonetheless up past the 35, and that's a Tony's Pizzas and Sub first down. Big play.
Lower the mic. So yeah, we needed that.
Especially with what we've seen of this offense of late. Pod set, 4 down low, once again 1 up top. Empty in the backfield. Snap. Instant pressure in front of him. Once again, steps up in the pocket, looking to run, juke. And he slips up past the 40, and man, if he gets that ball to...
and he's down.
And Colton Bagwell is down, yes. I want to say that's Max Whitfield.
Cramp.
Okay.
He's a fighter. He's trying to rub that out by himself. And he's not going to be able to. And that is not good on a second down, because that means you're going to have to bring in a backup quarterback on a second down play. More than likely, Shep Wincott had a talk with his dad earlier this week on the pronunciation of his last name. We talked about how we don't want to see Shep unless it's a blowout. We're going to more than likely see him here as they try to work on Colton Bagwell and those cramps that are getting to the Canes here in the third quarter.
And that's something you're going to see, early part of the season, hot day like today, drink so much water, but working these fields, the way they're working them, you're just burning it right out or sweating it right out.
Especially how hard this team is playing right now, trying to fight their way back into it. You're going full speed all the time. It's going to bounce. You see Ethan Moody dancing a little bit on the sideline. He's a lovable character. Big character guy. You can't miss 3 if you see him. Hello, 16, and welcome to a big-time football game here in Week 1. Shep Wincott. Colton Bagwell receives an ovation. Hopefully he gets back in this football game quickly. 3 down low, 1 up top. Reese Price will now join 16 in the backfield for Shep. And man, he looks composed, slinging the arms around. He looks confident. To see what he does here on second down and 5. He's getting pressure, look, snap back. He'll throw first play. He'll go deep left side as a man, and he throws it out of bounds. What confidence does Chris Padermo have in Shep on play number 1?
There you go.
Second down and 5, they let him air it out a little bit. He's got a cannon, a baseball guy.
Usually get that backup quarterback in, you're going to do at least a run the first go-around, but they feel pretty good with him, so.
It's 3rd down and 5, 6:52. I was about to repeat 3rd down and 5, Austin. That's not good. Wincott takes a snap. He looks to throw the screen. He's got pressure behind him. Sammy Brown gets the sack for the Canes, or for the Dragons.
Yeah, if we had to replay, we got beat on that one.
That'll make it 4th down and 11, and here comes the Canes punt team once again. So the offense just hasn't been able to get going. And what hurts about that drive is you were starting to get it going, and 4 kind of goes down. Azevedo stands at his own 20. 6:17 here in the third quarter. Looking for one more guy or the Canes. They'll get Cam Sanders. That's not a guy you want jogging in late, is a back blocker. That has been a problem tonight.
Got a flag back.
Delay game, maybe?
Yep.
It is. Not something you want to see, is now Anthony will have to kick it deeper in his own territory at the 15. 23-7, the Dragons lead, and will get the football here after the punt. Outright, he gets it away. Look to be fair caught at the 41.
Flag over here on our sideline.
Keith does find himself a flag right there at the 42-yard line. So, of course, they'll take their due time and talk about that one more than likely. This Canes defense, Keith, you see all these cramps. You kind of feel how much longer can they keep them in it? Feels like we haven't seen any Dragons go down.
Yeah, it's what do? It's you got to tell the guy, dig deep, do what you can do. Same time, player.
You also mentioned it earlier. Jefferson playing a game last week. How much is that? They played real football last week against Alpharetta. They get to come here to South Carolina against a team that has only played scrimmages and 7-on-7s. That flag's going to be on the Dragons and back them up.
It was on the Dragons, but they may change their mind.
It's at the 31. But, yeah, you made a good point earlier. They played real football. The Canes are finding that out right now the hard way.
Yeah, and it does help our teams, but, it seems like we always start off the season with a big team. And
yeah, Dutch Fort, Jefferson back-to-back years. Jeff Tate scheduling has not been nice to the Canes football team. Snap, handoff up the middle to Russell. He'll gain 5 quickly, make it second down and 5. This defense on the last drive had a couple big chances to get a stand and couldn't get off the field on 3rd down and 8, and then Sammy Brown kind of took over from there and scored a 14-yard touchdown. One up top, one down low. Snap, handoff to Russell in the backfield. He'll go left side. He has speed to kill, and he dives for that first down marker. He'll be close to it. Belton Honeypath leading Westside 31-21 heading into the 4th. I feel like that's a big-time game for the Bears. Their crosstown rivals. Seneca beating Palmetto 27-0. Not a shocker there. As Sammy Brown checks back into the football game. 3rd down and 1. Guess who they're going to give this ball to? Nope. Mr. Markey. First down, Dragons. As this is where it really hurts for this Canes defense, because Jefferson is going to try to run as much clock off of this time here in the 3rd quarter as they possibly can.
As long as they can run the ball, I think they will run the ball.
Canes got to prove they can stop it. First down and 10, Markey doesn't get anyone to jump. He'll give the offensive coordinator a second look. Snap. Hand off to Brown left side. He goes up the middle, and he beats and booms around a bunch of Canes for a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Dragons. Feels like this is one of those drives where it's you could get your will kind of taken away here. Here in the 3rd quarter as we hit closer to 4 minutes. Snap, handoff to Brown left side. He has a hole, he's got speed, makes a move, breaks a tackle, gets past the 40, driving still inside the 35 and never goes down. 36-yard lines where the Dragons will have it, first down and 10.
Pottersville up 27-17.
Oh, Abbeville kind of itching their way back into that one. Here the Canes just trying to keep hope alive as we hit the 4-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, getting close to it. Markey in the backfield, Russell behind him. Snap, handoff to 22. Not a big hole, but he slips through it for another gain of 6, and it's 6 a pop right now. Dallas Russell or Sammy Brown, pick your poison. Bad news for Canes fans is those Jefferson Hog Mollies aren't going down. No loss in their step. They like to lean on themselves to run the football. Snap by Markey. He'll hand it off left side to Russell. He's tackled before the first down, 3rd down and 2. Usually that means here comes 1. Don't see him out there right now. as he will walk his way on the field. 3rd down and 1. Put up or shut up moment right here. Gotta tackle one. See if the Canes go all out.
See if we can get a wild snap.
Markey stands shotgun. Snap. Hand off to Brown up the middle. Canes are in the backfield. Can they bring him down? He drags the group up closer to the 25-yard line for a 1st down once again. Man, you can see the strength difference. 3 minutes here in the 3rd. Markey tries to get the Cane to jump. He'll take a second look. 2 down low. Brown stands to his right. Canes looking for one little slip up. Puts him in motion. Snap. He'll look to throw. Screen route. The Canes are there. Hello. Canes defense. Tackle Sammy Brown all the way back at the 28. Ethan Moody, one of the first Canes there. So big play there. Makes it 2nd down and 14. Sammy Brown will jog off the field, but that doesn't mean the damage is over. Got to stop Dallas Russell now, or make Markey make a mistake. Markey stands shotgun with Russell to his right. Snap. He'll look to throw. Pressure up the middle, trying to get to the quarterback. Throws it in the middle of the field. Through his hands at the 18-yard line. And, man, every time he puts it in the air, you don't know where it's going. You can tell they run the football a lot.
Shows that we can control that run.
This is the position we talked about pregame. You want to put Jefferson in.
Flag on the play.
Keith is correct as we see a sideline cam of a holding call. You would think the Canes would decline it and make it 3rd down and long here. Might want to see if Markey backs up a little bit more and he'll make a mistake on 2nd down. Holding offense, they'll back them up. 2nd down and a little bit longer. At the 39-yard line. Canes fans trying to just pick up the step a little bit here at home. We inch closer to 2 minutes. Anything can happen here with 14 minutes total left at home.
Sammy Brown back in over there at slot.
Yes, he is. One stands right there in the slot. Markey in the backfield, timeout. Dragons. Big 2nd down and 24 here with 1:54 left in the 3rd. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Once upon a time, moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving.
Have no fear. The hunks are here.
College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh?
You got no game. Dude, that's a foul.
And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Real mature.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super sad.
Back here at home, our scoreboard fix makes it 23-7 once again on the big board here at home. Big momentum swing here. Need a stop. Snap from Markey. He'll look to throw. Canes need some pressure. Champree's behind him. Throw out. Can the Canes get to it? Tipped up in the air. But the Canes defense there nonetheless. As that's Noah Ramey in coverage. And it's a Founders third down. And third down and 24, you want to see someone get to the football here, get a sack maybe. God, turnover would be so big. Ethan Moody trying to rile the troops up. Ethan Jarabek at safety, Tyler Morgan at safety. Here come the Canes. Oh my goodness, everyone jumped. They're looking for a false start though. Back them up 5 more. Third down and 29. And this is where you say, I got some pit bulls in a cage. I'm about to let them out and go get the quarterback. Jacoby Dukes, Cam Sanders, Champ Reeves. Those pit bulls looking to go get a sack.
Third and forever.
Third and a trip back to Jefferson County here in Piedmont. Markey stands shotgun, 3 up top, 1 down low. Snap, they'll hand it off up the middle. Canes looking for a tackle. Finally driven down inside the 35-yard line. I'll make it 4th down and still pretty long. And an injured player. Looks like a Cane, and it is. That looks like the man in the middle, Ethan Moody. Rhett Hemphill, a guy they use both ways, is the man with the football for the Dragons. So cramps still affecting the Canes. But a big stop there. See what Jefferson decides to do with this. Is kind of no man's land. You'd think they at least try to throw it and get a first down here. But honestly, that run right there almost got you what the first down yardage was if the Canes play back.
I started to say
we could expect a run.
We made it to the state line on that one.
Ethan Moody's now rolled over, getting treatment from the trainer and Johnny. Trying to get some water. Maybe
hey, Keith, take a look at that 56. 6'4", 240 junior. If we could roll you out, you'd be that tall and that thin.
Keith Evans got jokes on the sideline.
That's all right. At least I have hope. They ain't nothing to roll out over there.
Looks like Moody is up and fine. He's, like I said, a character. He's the heart and soul of this football team. It's good to see him stand up and at least be able to walk out on his own power here on 4th down. You like to have him on the field here. Kyle Morgan knows he's got to rally the troops and get a stop for 3 here. 1:22 left here in the third quarter. We talked about the Canes being able to steal momentum throughout this ball game. They've had it a couple times. Field right here, put your offense in a position to go get points. If Colton Bagwell's back in the ball game, if Shep comes back in the ball game, able to throw it downfield as he was, you feel confident maybe you can get something going. Big play here. Sammy Brown and Mr. Markey make their way out to a shotgun set. 3 up top, 1 down low. Would not be shocked if I see them hand it off to 1 here. Sanders stands in the middle. Canes only with pretty much 4 in the box. They motion Sammy Brown out wide. Snap, he looks to throw the screen. He's got pressure in the middle. Running back side, he's got all the field in front of him. Can anyone track him down? He's out of bounds, but did he get to it? He's going to be about no, he's right on the line.
I think that's going to be a first down.
Oh, my goodness. It is on the first down mark. It looks like they said it's going to be a turnover, one of the refs at least.
I mean, it's amazing. The ref picked the ball up. He didn't even mark it until he brought it halfway up the field here. I think it is going to be shortened out.
They're going to time out and measure it. Canes defense feels...
You measure when you move it 10 yards.
This group has been a special one. And this is, in my opinion, the play call to kind of fill this one out in the third quarter. They get this one. You kind of expect the Dragons to kind of punch it in and make this a 30 bomb. You get a stop here and kind of turn it around.
I think we need to go all the way back to the coin toss. He said he had an ACC coin.
Yeah. We'll change it to an SEC coin, dude, and get something rolling. And from Keith Evans, Mike, it's a stop for the Canes. Big fourth down stop. He had all the field in front of him, didn't know where the sticks were, and the Canes get a stop to keep their hopes alive with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go in the third. Oh, my goodness. I think that change of mark kind of helped the Canes.
We needed that one.
We'll take it when they mess up. We could have took it earlier, but we'll take it now. Canes offense. Colton Bagwell back out at the helm. Ball finally getting out there for the Canes. Good to see 4 okay. And this is what we saw at the beginning of the last drive. Empty set with a tight end and 4 wide receivers. 2 tight ends, correction. Harkness and Bell out there. But no one in the backfield with Colton. Big drive here. Snap. Throws a screen out to Binnicker. Makes a move at the 20. He's looking to get down the sideline. He'll get up close to the 30 at the 26, 27. First down, Tony's first down for the Canes. Good start to the drive, Keith.
We'll take every bit of it.
Looks like the Dragons looking to make some subs. You like the Canes to snap it here and get a flag. They're not going to get it off. 2 up top, 2 down low. Bagwell takes a snap low and to his left. Flag. He'll throw it out wide, a wide open man. And they say his knee is down, but there's a flag at the line of scrimmage nonetheless. And that offensive line is having a nice long talk to the ref at the line of scrimmage. We've talked about some mess-ups, but this offensive line, I mean, that's maybe the 3rd, 4th flag on the offensive line. Not a terrible thing tonight, but a big one on a big drive here. More than likely going to be holding. I'll back him up. First down and 20. Looks like Harkness coming to talk to the offensive coordinator and Chris Padermo. Newly hired on. Followed freight from Hillcrest. Once again, Bagwell empty. 2 up top, 2 down low. Parker Bell, the tight end, on the line. Snap. Drop back, looking to throw. He's going to go short left side. Binnicker can't catch it. It's picked at the 25. He's got blockers in front of him. Touchdown, Dragons. And that one feels like a backbreaker. That'll make it 29-7. A ball off the hands of Deuce ends up in 7.
Yeah, and then to make it worse, you got Cameron Saunders being carted off in the Gator.
That is not good news to hear. So PAT impending with 43 seconds to go here in the third to make it 30-7. Flags like that come back to bite you. You're trying to force it down the field on a first and 20. Snap, down, hold, kick up. Good. The Dragons have taken control in Piedmont, 30-7. We'll be right back as we get close to the end of the third quarter in Piedmont.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Jugga, 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 jugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services. We'll fix that too. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs. And it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be. And worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
Back here at home, I just looked over Keith and Augson and said, this is where you find out what an Anthony Freight coach team is like. Right here, down big, about to be the fourth quarter. That's a touchback. This is where you find out where your heart is, if they're going to keep playing or if they're going to quit and give up with 43 seconds here in the third. This offense gets another opportunity to go down and put some points up, as this is feels like a sad thing to say, but haven't scored a point since the first drive of the football game.
Yeah. But, well, you said it earlier, we just got to capitalize.
Haven't been able to capitalize.
Yeah. We've been on the drives. We've showed hope, and then
it kind of all comes crumbling down at one point.
mental mistakes,
drop balls. Opportunity to redeem themselves once again here. 2 up top, 2 down low. They put Reese Price back in the backfield, so maybe this is where you see the run game kind of come back into effect. It's a handoff to Reese Price. Right side, he makes a move and drives his way for a gain of 4 up close to the 25. Second and 6 for the Canes. 25 seconds and rolling. See if they get another play in. They will not. Now we'll start the walk to the other side of the field. The Dragons lead 30-7. We come back. We'll do a little Canes trivia here in the Wren Broadcast Network.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the...
Back here, when was the last time Wren opened up at home? I'll wait till Keith puts his headset back on. One of Evans knows it. When's the last time the Canes opened up at home, Mr. Ausburn? We'll let you see the answers after. Reese Price gets a snap. He gets past the 25, drives his way up for a first down for the Canes. At Tony's first down. Put the question back up. Awesome Tripp trying to find it. When was the last time the Wren Canes opened up at home? 23, 21, 2017, 2016. What do you think, Ausburn? I really don't know. I know it's Dutch Fork, though.
21.
That's what I'm thinking. Are we right? Austin gave us a shoulder shrug. The Canes run another run up the middle. Short game. Maybe, if anything. I would like to say it is Dutch Fork, though. I just don't know what the year is. Gain is a second down and 10. It is 21. 78. I remember calling that one. Bagwell rolls up top looking for a throw-in lane. Doesn't have anything, and he's going to fall down and have to eat a sack. Back inside the 30 at the 29 to make it third down and long once again. And you mentioned this during the break, Keith. It kind of feels like if anyone's getting tired, it's those guys up front right now.
Yeah, hands on your hips, walking back.
feels like it's in slow motion.
It is. You look at 3 down linemen on defense, and you're close to probably 900 pounds.
And you're giving up sacks.
Yeah.
3rd down and let's say 15. Bagwell drops back, screen to Parker Bell. He breaks the tackle, hits the 40. He's trying to get past the safety, runs him over into Dragon territory. Inside Jefferson's 45, and that's a Tony's first down once again, and Parker Bell makes me stand up.
That was a smart play there. He didn't try to make anything else out of it. He wrapped his hands around the ball.
So let me go through you.
Yeah. So.
First big play from 87 tonight. 2 up top, 2 down low. Canes offense looking for some momentum. Snap back. He rolls to the top of the screen looking to run. Gets past the line of scrimmage. He'll gain about 6 or 7. And, man, when Ford gets an open field, he's got wheels, man. He's got to give him the room to run. Tonight, to start this game, Jefferson kind of boxed him in and made him run between the tackles.
I remember seeing him last year, and you can tell he's definitely improved. He was good last year.
He's taken that step during the offseason of more of a leader, more of a thrower.
Yeah.
Definitely looks prepared to lead the Canes here in 2023. 2nd down and 4. Bagwell takes a snap, hands it off to Price left side, got a hold, makes a move. He gets almost inside the 30, but a first down nonetheless. Another Tony's first down for the Canes at the 31.
He could have had a little bit more, but I think his feet came out from up underneath him.
Good to see the run game starting to wake up for the Canes down the stretch. All it takes is a little fire under him. Reese Price in the backfield, late handoff. He'll fight through some Dragons and drag that 5-star linebacker for a gain of 5 more to make it 2nd down and 5. I think that was a bigger problem than anything early. The run game wasn't there to really kind of bounce off the play action. They were in 3rd and longs all night early. Looking to get something here. 2nd down and 5. Snap low, dropped. He looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, goes deep left side, and oh my goodness, if that's not a flag.
It ain't.
Braden, I think that's Braden Binnicker, if I'm not right. No, Seth Hickerson maybe. Pattersville beating Abbeville 27-17 still. But all over him, all night long. Seth Hickerson should have 3 touchdowns and about $150 of receiving yards. But 3rd down and 5 once again.
He was able to pick the ball up and get it off, though.
Snap. Here comes pressure from the Dragons. It's picked up. Throw deep left side. They're going to call a holding in the backfield. And, man, this has been a fun group to watch call football game. As
it was like we said earlier, you get the moving.
I know everyone at home probably saw it on screen, but if we're not calling plays like the pass interference and we're calling, picking at jersey holding, then I don't know what we're doing with 9:22 to go here in the 4th. But it is holding nonetheless. Makes it 3rd down and a little bit longer, make it 15. Always really fun to watch what's called and what's not every Friday night. Feels like 4 down territory here for Freight and Palermo's offense. 2 up top, 2 down low. Bagwell takes a snap. Not a lot of pressure in the middle. Canes' offensive line's kind of held up. Looking for someone to come back to the football. Throws to the middle of the field. Oh, through the hands of Seth Hickerson. What a ball from 4. Put it where Seth could kind of lay out for it and go get it. 4th down and long. And it feels like Jefferson gets the ball back. This could be one of the last times this offense touches the rock. Yeah. With 9:06 to go here in the 4th. On the top, 4 down low. Snap, drop back, looking to throw once again. He's got pressure to his back, feels it, steps up in the pocket, throws it left or right side, has a man at the 20, and that is Mr. Ethan Harkness, who will be down inside close to the 15 for a Canes first down inside the LLC Roofers red zone. Big play. Good to see Harkness getting involved. Those tight ends have been used. Parker Bell and Ethan Harkness, the two this year. Snap, hand off to Price, goes up the middle, stiff arms a man inside the 10, and Sammy Brown finally takes him down. But Price picks up 5, close to 6. Would be, I just talked about it when we came back from break a while ago, just the heart. This is what it means right here. Go punch it in, even when you know it's probably you're a little out of reach. 2 up top, 1 down low. Price to his right. Snap. Hand off to Price. No, keeper. Bagel switches it up, goes up the middle of the field, dives close to the 6 or 7. Right on that first down marker, I thought. But it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Let's see what those hog mollies up front can do on a 3rd and short. So we hit the under the 8-minute mark. Thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Both sides, Dragons and Canes, are from around the region. Bagwell takes snap, QB draw, right side looking for some blockers. Touchdown, Colton Bagwell. And that's what you like to see. March it down the field and put 7 on them. Makes it 30-13. But show them the fight. Pinning the PAT from Anthony Acevedo. And that's exactly what happened last year against the Dragons. Bagwell came in late, marched them right down the field and put up points in their home. Tonight, down a couple touchdowns, marches right down the field and does the same thing and caps it off with a nice 7-yard run from himself. Snap, down, kick up. Acevedo puts it through. 30-14.
Speaking of not giving up.
Yeah.
Abbeville, 24, Pottersville 27.
Uh-oh, well, here come the 2A Kings in Abbeville County. We'll take a quick break. Canes down 30-14 here in Piedmont.
Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Back here in Piedmont. Canes trail 30-14. Acevedo on for the kick.
They got everybody up front. Expecting the onside kick.
Let's see what the Canes special team unit has up their sleeve. Austin is trying his hardest to get the quality down so we can at least stream the end of this 4th quarter again.
I don't know if that was still their starting offensive line or if their backups are just as big.
It looks like they're going to bring the punt team out. We're trying everything we can to get internet from one of our phones. Austin's phone usually is the hotspot every single week. Oh, we pulled out the Verizon odds.
If the flag hadn't fell in his pocket on, he'd have called it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trying to catch the ball or if he was just saying, okay, do you not see this?
He is
go straight ahead or anything. He's just going to run that ball.
5:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Canes driving, trying to make it. You go for two. If you score, make it 22. It's still one score ball. Snap. Keeper looking for a hole, has one. He gets a first down, a little bit more into Dragon territory. And a two out top, two down low. Bag one, the shotgun in the backfield for the Canes. We'll be right back. You can hear us in Piedmont. Okay. This is probably the best you're going to get on a Verizon hotspot we haven't used in a year and a half. But we're going to give you the end of this football game. And I think Reese Price just got stopped on fourth down. That's a bad way to come back. Right on that line of scrimmage. I mean, on the line. But they're going to give the ball to Jefferson.
And you see Sammy Brown's sportsmanship, or lack of.
Not the typical Clemson protocol, is it?
No.
I bet he'll have fun with that, but Sweeney. 3:08. More than likely, you're going to get a heavy dose of one here to cap this off. Again, I send out my apologies to sponsors and everyone watching. This is not the ending to the football game we wanted. We know we put out maybe some of the best product in high school sports. And we want to get rid of the bad quality Wi-Fi going in and out. And that is our goal week in and week out. We will fix it down the stretch. We will perfect it at some point. The Dragons come back out on offense after the Canes turn it over. 30-14. More than likely you're going to see a lot of run in the football. I correct myself as Markey delivers an out route. Hello. Canes defense still alive. Noah Ramey's still itching to hit some people. He says, come on. You're up 3 scores, still throwing the football. Let me light you up real quick. I'm so sorry for everyone at home. I'm changing the quality. Yeah. Third down and manageable now.
I think you got your answer while we're twirling here on the screen, but from what I see, the scoreboard doesn't show it, but they haven't gave up. We're seeing a team that is willing to fight to stay in the ball game.
Ever since that St. Brown touchdown, no more points. Added 7 of their own. Handoff to Dallas Russell. The Canes are in the backfield. Fourth down and short. Can the Canes defense come up with one more stop as we get under the 2-minute warning? Austin said, I made it a little bit better for everyone at home. You're not looking into the lens of a cloud. Timeout on the field. Fourth down and when we come back. More than likely your football game here in Piedmont. back here in Piedmont somehow, some way, still rolling. Thank you, Austin Tripp. 4th down and 1. Snap up the middle. They're going to drive. And Gavin Markey has a first down to more than likely seal it here in Piedmont at 30-14. And Keith, you just talked about it. This isn't the score you want in week 1, but it's progression in all aspects. Less points than last year. Same amount of points you scored, but you score one late when you're down and more likely would have quit any other time.
Yeah.
Markey takes a snap, pitch it out to Sammy Brown. Hello. Canes are in the backfield. Can he bring him down? Hello. Champ Reeves does a backflip and says, 5-star recruit. Let me drag him to the ground. Well, what I was saying is kind of out of the point. That play solidifies what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because more than likely, in my opinion, last year, Sam Brown gets that carry, he's housing it right now. No one's making the tackle. 2nd down and 9. Dragons trying to run it out. Play action. They're going to throw it once again. Sideline caught. And the fact that we're still throwing the football is kind of baffling, in my opinion. 1st down, Dragons. The pole is in front of the amount of time that is left. I want to say 51, but it could be 5.1. .30-14, only time to run here in Piedmont. We want to thank all our sponsors. If you tuned in tonight, heard your company. Hand off to Russell. Canes are in the backfield. And they should run off a hefty amount of time. And they're in the middle of the field talking a little bit.
Timeout, Wren.
Timeout, Canes. So both teams kind of playing a little, we're not giving up.
No.
You can keep on throwing it, but we're not going to quit playing defense. And, man, it is. I told Anthony Freight this in the interview this week. It's not a diss to anyone here before, but it feels a rejuvenation almost to a community that football means so much. This is a program that is supposed to be in the playoffs, supposed to win in the playoffs, and that's what's expected from Anthony Freight in year 1. There's no kind of wait and see kind of process. This fan base, nation, whatever you want to call it, expects winning quickly.
Yeah.
And tonight is a process in the right direction.
Little trivia for you. When's the last state championship?
Of who?
Huh? Last state championship for Wren.
Sorry, Keith. I was getting talked to by Zach Pritchett. Please repeat your question. State championship.
When's the last state championship?
Of Wren?
Yes.
2019.
No, sir. Basketball this year, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Little trivia.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't clarify.
Come on. He's wearing the ring. That's why I had to make that trivia question. It's going to be a run from the Dragons as we hit under 20 seconds, and the clock will run. But I was talking a while ago. Coach Pritchett came up. He said defense gives up 21, which is correct. Only gives up 21, a safety and the pick 6. So, I mean, your defense gives up 21 to the number 4 team in Georgia. You'll take it.
We would love to have the win, but see the guys come out here, play their hearts out. You know, against the number 4, the ranked 4 in Georgia.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
Good first step for Anthony Freight. Like he said, as a Cane, you always want to win. You wake up, you expect to win every single day. Doesn't happen tonight. 30-14, the Dragons win. Constellated Pipe and Supply postgame show. I know the Patriots and Abbeville were tied. I don't know if we have a score update, as there's a guy in a sling. I'm trying to figure out who that is. couple Canes went down tonight. You said Cam Sanders was getting carted off earlier. I don't know if he's out there.
Let's see if we can get a word with Coach Frey here. Just a minute.
So here comes Coach Frey.
All right, guys, Coach Frey here. Coach, I thought we had great effort. Very proud of you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, we got a ways to go, but we did some good things tonight, a lot to build on. We knew this was going to be a tough opponent, and proud of our effort.
Very proud of it. Thank you, Coach. All right, guys, you got it from Coach Frey.
Thank you, Keith Evans. Coach Frey, effort, that's what we talked about. Effort, heart, keep going, keep fighting. Abbeville has taken down the Pottersville Patriots, and the Patriots fall to 0-2 to start the season. The Canes fall to 0-1, and I cannot remember who we – Seneca. It will be back at home, if I'm correct. We played them twice on the road last year. So we'll be back in Piedmont next Friday night. Hopefully everything will be fixed. We'll be ready to go here in Piedmont. We thank all the sponsors tonight that sponsored every single thing from pregame show to postgame show to halftime, to instant replay. Everyone that was mentioned tonight is very much, we're grateful. Logan Dew, man on the sideline, Keith Ausburn, Keith Evans, everyone that does everything for this broadcast crew. And, of course, every day we wake up, it's Go Canes. 30-14, the Dragons take down the Hurricanes tonight. We'll see you next time on the Wren Broadcast Network.